For sure, Amanda, and we are broadcasting live from an ice-cold Chanute, Kansas, within Chanute High School, within the walls of the gymnasium, home of the Blue Comets, where it'll be Labette County and Chanute facing off fresh off of Christmas break. Maybe, I don't know, if some of these routines have been changed recently, you know, getting back to school, getting back to practice over the last week and having a lot of holiday food back at home and getting to sleep in. Might have to shake some of these players awake for the first quarter or so, but it should be fun. I'm Jack Leake alongside my father, Jack Leake, and Lucas Hayward is on the KLKC Sports YouTube live stream. This is the Tank Connection pregame show of Labette County Grizzly basketball. As Dad, that's always a talking point, it seems like, of that game right after break. You always just wonder how the break affects these teams. Sometimes it means a slow first few minutes, but typically in the end, everything shakes out to be just fine partway through the game. But sometimes that break can prove to have a bit of an impact early on some of these teams.
Yeah, it's definitely an adjustment. And, well, it's kind of like the talk right now with college football and all that. Some of the teams that have buys, even in pro football, you know, when they worry that they're off 10, 15, 20 days, how they'll respond. So, but in this instance, both teams have been off for the same time pretty much. And like we talked a lot early before Christmas, our team's strength, in my opinion, is our defense. And so I feel like it's a lot easier for your defense to show up after a 2-week break than necessarily if you're a hot shooting team for that to sometimes come back. So enjoyed the break, but I'm ready to get back in a couple nights a week watching the Grizzlies play basketball.
As I know, yesterday there were some school closings in the area. It didn't really matter for Labette County because there wasn't school yesterday regardless. It was teacher in-service day, so there were no students on campus no matter what yesterday. I don't know if that was the case for Chanute or not. I think Chanute did cancel school yesterday. On the drive up here, the closer and closer we got to Chanute, the more snow and ice, and even cooler significantly it was the closer we got to Chanute. So who knows, but all of us kind of shaking our way out of this cold weather, trying to maybe get used to it best we can, and should have some good basketball here tonight between two teams that over the last 10 years you could argue have formulated a bit of a rivalry as far as competitive games go. Coach Fox and Coach Snyder, now it's Coach Vollmer, but Coach Fox and Coach Snyder had great clashes for so many years. And Coach Fox, might not always have the most athletic team. That's Chanute's ladies head coach. But by golly, they will play their butts off. We played Chanute in the sub-state championship game last year at home. So he always has a good team over here at Chanute.
Yeah, Chanute definitely has a good tradition like us. And, once you develop that expectation in a community, it seems like it just catches fire. And so even if, for whatever reason, I don't know a whole lot about their team, I guess, even if they are down a few athletes, they'll play expecting to win. You'll see it. They won't probably have a lot of turnovers. They won't be super sloppy. They'll be a real solid ball club. So this should be a good game.
This is a building in which Labette County last year suffered its second loss of the year. After a 5-1 start, Labette County walked into this building the game before Christmas break, and that was a good Labette County team last year, and lost 42-39 in a game where, man, they just couldn't get going. And Chanute does that to you, especially here. You never really know what it is. I know teams probably say that about Harrison Gymnasium, but sometimes it can be hard to come in here and score 50, 60 points and get a quality win. But Labette County has 6 of those wins this season. The Grizzlies are 6-0, and Chanute is 0-4. Chanute has not played 6 games. They did not have a tournament this year, so they have only played 4, and they have lost all of those against Baldwin, Ottawa, Girard, and their lone SEK game against Fort Scott, 48-26, they lost. So Chanute, like some of our other opponents, seemingly struggling to score the basketball. And you mentioned our strength, keeping teams from scoring the basketball. So even if, this game is 30-25, Labette County still very well could be the winner the way they like to play too.
Yeah, right. I maybe should have done my homework. I didn't realize Chanute has not won.
Correct.
Okay, I did not know that. A couple of those teams I don't know anything about, but Girard and
Fort Scott.
Of course, Fort Scott's probably got a very nice team, and Girard also, even though they're 3A, I believe, Girard's a competitive team as well. So I still say this will be a good ball game. We'll have to work really hard for 4 quarters to win.
90 seconds until starters are named off. Again, this is the Tank Connection pregame show of Labette County Lady Grizzly basketball. Labette County was maybe hoping to have senior forward Kinsley Boss back after Christmas break. Might have to wait just a touch longer to get her returned to the hardwood. No rush, all patience from Grizzly Nation for sure. We want the most healthy Kinsley Boss we can get, and tonight isn't the healthiest Kinsley Boss we can get, so she's not going to play tonight. Might have to wait a little longer to see Kinsley play, but Labette County's done a nice job this season without her through the first 6 games of the year, booking those all as wins. Both teams trot over to their respective benches as the clock is stopped at 50 seconds. So I'm guessing they're going to get a move on here and either do the anthem or starters. Every venue and every place does it a little bit different as far as when they sing the anthem. And it looks like they are going to have our nation's anthem here right before the girls' contest as the clock begins to spin down. Again, it's a lossless Labette County team against a winless Chanute team, but it's always a good one right after Christmas break. We're going to step aside for 2 minutes for the playing of the national anthem on KLKC. Starters being rattled off by the PA announcer below us here in Chanute High School Gymnasium. We'll go ahead and start with the Labette County Lady Grizzlies. Starting tonight for Coach Brianna Vollmer's squad is number 13, a 5'5" junior guard, Amelia Carnahan. Number 14, a 5'9" senior forward, Aubrey Boss. Number 21, a 5'9" senior guard, Madison Bevins. Number 23, a 5'8 senior guard, Landry O'Brien, averaging 15 a game this year. And number 40, a 5'8 junior, Amory Baker. For Chanute, under the direction of head coach Dustin Fox, really good coach, storied program here he has created, assisted by Steve Slane and Max Ruark. Starting 5 for the Lady Blue Comets, number 2, a 5'1 senior guard, Chakira Walls. Number 5, a 5'2 sophomore guard, Sarah Unier. Number 12, a 5'7 senior guard, Anna Kate Noonan. Number 24, a 5'10 junior power forward, Avery Hicks. And number 25, a 5'2 junior guard, Kylie Sanborn. Again, head coach for Labette County, Brianna Vollmer, assisted by Heather Wilson and Madison Evans. Labette County is going to be sporting those road red uniforms. Haven't seen those for a while. Labette County was at home for most of the stretch prior to winter break. Red tops, red bottoms, black numbers with gold trim throughout. And Chanute, Lady Blue Comets, in their home whites with kind of a North Carolina Tar Heel powder blue along the sides of the shorts and trim around the collar of the tops. All 10 athletes make their way onto the hardwood, a modern-looking court. Darker wood inside the three-point line with lighter colored wood inside the painted area. Really clean, modern-looking gym here in Chanute. Good atmosphere on tap as well. Another cold night in the southeast Kansas region. It'll be Aubrey Boss at the center of the powder blue sea at center court, jumping against Noonan. Ball goes in the air, and it's won by Boss. Landry chucks one deep to Baker right under the rack, and she'll miss it early. Rebound, Chanute.
Well, that was a good look right off the bat at least. So here we go to see how that defense is going to turn it up tonight.
With the ball for Chanute, their point guard seems to be Noonan. She'll dish off to the corner. Just the first possession for Chanute if you're just joining us. Walls with the rock now inside the paint, turns and kicks to Noonan. To the cup, runner is good for Anna Kate Noonan. First points of the game.
Yeah, that was just a drive off the pick off the top, and she made a really nice kiss off the backboard.
Diving on the floor for the loose ball is Landry O'Brien, and a jump ball will go to Chanute. Officials for tonight are Dan Shearling, Lonnie Edgecombe, and Ron Price.
Yeah, Landry just lost the handle there, so at least he made a good hustle to get the jump ball. There's a travel. So Labette County ball. That was nice.
2-0 Lady Comets early, 7-10 first quarter. Chanute 0-4 on the year, Labette County 6-0. Grizzlies 2-0 in league play, Chanute 0-1. Landry for the lead, right wing, gets it to go, 3-2 Grizzlies.
If they'd have done their scouting report, they would have known not to leave her that open. She'll pop that every time.
Labette County gets a pick and a steal. Boss pull up, Jay, you bet, 5-2 Labette County.
When that press worked that time, and here we go to turn on the heat again. Another travel, really, they missed that one.
Getting across half court this time, but still not out of the trap. That's what's effective about it. They get it to Noonan, deep left corner. Landry poking at it, nearly dribbled out. I think she did. Yes, turnover Chanute as the Blue Comets are working the floor right to left. Labette County left to right.
Yeah, Chanute looked rattled all the way down the floor on that against that press. And here they are pressing us. We'll see how that works.
As it does pay off, Aubrey Boss overshoots Landry on the extra pass. 6:30 first quarter, Labette County 5 on a 5-0 run. Chanute scored the first 2-point bucket of the contest.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see Chanute stay in their press much longer. I just don't think we'll have much trouble breaking that press.
Jump stop for Walls, pass inside, intercepted by Madison Bevins. Outlet to Boss, left to right, hurl. Millie Carnahan, short corner, she'll stop. Hits a cutting Bevins, who got the steal a moment ago. In the corner, she'll turn it back to Carnahan. Here's Baker at the free throw stripe. Head fakes, drives, nothing. Carnahan pounds it with the right hand. Finds Boss, rotates it around the horn. Bevins pull up from 7. Off the glass, gets her own. Tries to go back. She does, but missed it. Rebounded by Hicks.
That was really, really nice by Maddie. followed her shot, got the rebound, and just missed the putback with her left hand.
Walls for the tie in the corner. Misses short. Rebound to Carnahan. Left to right, Labette County.
Inbounds here. Good pass.
Nice dump down underneath to Jaden Davis, who snuck in right in front of my eyes and got Madison Bevins. So 7-2 Labette County on a 7-0 run. 5:10 first quarter. Chanute with the basketball, gets across the blue half-court stripe. Carnahan pressuring the ball. So is Boss and gets the pluck and steal. Baker finds herself with it, throws right back to AB. Carnahan dump down. Davis hit from behind, no call. There's Walls. And she'll outlet to Noonan. 4:50 first quarter.
It was really good ball move by Labette County. We just had one errant pass on that transaction.
Carnahan, good defense on Noonan. Turns and kicks. Landry gambles for the steal and hit the shoulder of Sanborn and is going to be called for her first foul of the game. In fact, the first foul on anybody tonight.
I really like our energy right now. I feel like we're light on our feet. We seem pepped and pumped, ready to play. Everyone's jumping to the ball, so this is a good start for us.
We have a 30-second timeout from Chanute. It's Labette County 7, Chanute 2. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Grizzly basketball.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
7-2, Lady Grizzlies lead Chanute, trying to keep their perfect record alive into the new year, 2025. 4:30 to play first quarter. Chanute with it out of a Coach Dustin Fox timeout. Is this a zone from Labette County here out of the break?
Yeah, that match zone, it's almost like a stretch man-to-man. It's a zone, but we just swarm everywhere the ball's at, so there's pressure constantly.
Landry almost got a steal on Unier there as Anna Cantrell's in the game for Labette County. First time tonight. An open three, though, on the backside comes up short for the Blue Comets. It was put up and heaved by Noonan, I think. Or no, that was the Blue Comet, Brianna Peter.
Okay, yeah.
Floater is no good from Cantrell. Davis put back is no good as well, and a jump ball is going to be called here in a moment, I would assume. And it is whistled in, and it'll stay with Labette County if I'm not mistaken.
I like that right there. Anna Cantrell every game showing more and more confidence in driving and shooting when she has the ball, not just looking for the pass or the dish, but to score too. So that was a nice possession.
7-2 the score. Millie lines one up from deep and bangs it home from deep. She took that one dribble. You could tell she was going to fire, and she knew all along, I think, as well.
I have a funny Millie story I'll tell later if we have 5 seconds. So.
As we don't, here's underneath, the ball swatted by Davis. Teat Graber was going up for the bucket. She'll go up again and miss.
She'll make him pay if she gets too many open shots like that tonight.
Amory Baker in the game for Madison. Amory Baker in the game for Madison Bevins.
Yeah, Chanute does not like this pressure at all.
Labette gets another steal. Landry under the cup, bucket plus the foul.
Yeah, very nice. Just a great steal, great feed, great shot. That was just awesome. Up 12-2, and it just looks like our pressure is really going to.
Clemens Insurance Agency, the corner store of Altamont, Vollmer Cement Finishing, the Bartlett's Co-op, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Labette Bank, Commercial Bank, Tank Connection, and USD 506. And again, a quick reminder while it's on my mind, you can download the V93 KLKC app on your iPhone or Android and listen to the game, or just Fox Sports, or even Parsons High School games, anywhere you are. 12-2, Labette County in front of Chanute, 2:45 first quarter. Labette County's defense has really had an impact, and you can see it.
Yeah, for sure. That's, yeah, I like what I'm seeing so far. This is almost like we picked up where we left off. So, yeah, nothing but good to say about how we look right now. And, again, the pressure is just really, really hurting Chanute.
Three-point play is actually an air ball for Landry, who puts her palms on her face and kind of smiles at that one.
She'll be the first person to joke about that tomorrow in the hallway.
12-2 Labette County playing defense here, 2:40 first quarter. Landry double teaming the ball alongside her teammate. Chanute gets over the head, but Labette County sprints back into position. Noonan, right wing. Deeper into the corner. Peter dribbles off her leg, picked up by Landry. Left to right, she'll rip. Unselfish look. Millie missed it, and she's fouled.
Yeah. Really nice pass there by Landry. And something I like about our flex press that we have is a lot of teams, once they get the ball over half court, they think they've broken it and it's over and they can relax. We still keep, I mean, nothing's changed. Once you get across half court, you still have someone in your face. So good action out there by Labette County.
Millie's first free throw is good. She's got 4 points. Something else that can do is it makes, well, it's true, open looks a rarity. So when Chanute is open, even if it's a bad shot, they feel obliged to shoot it.
Yeah,
because like, man, we're finally open. Let's let it fly. And so it's got all kinds of effects. Does good defense. Carnahan misses the second. Splitting the pair is the junior guard. 13-2 Labette County in front. Largest lead of the game. 2:12 first quarter. Chanute with the basketball. Noonan defended well by Cantrell. Labette County kind of in that, it is hard to explain, as here's a three-pointer off the glass and made by Sanborn.
We went to a man-to-man on that possession. Sometimes coaches will play a zone off a make, and but if the defense misses, you go to a man-to-man. They just rotate the defense sometimes. Just keeps Chanute guessing on every possession.
Landry gets caught in some traffic and throws one out of bounds on a shot attempt. And it'll be Chanute basketball, 13-5, coming off their first bucket since very early in this game. Jaden Davis is going to have a seat. The 5 on the floor, Cantrell, Baker, Boss, Carnahan, and O'Brien.
Yeah, and that press just continues to really make Chanute uncomfortable.
Top of the key, Sanborn just banked in a 3 a second ago, but pulls this one waist high. Noonan has it poked out of her possession, and it'll stay with Chanute as the ball tumbles out of bounds. Madison Bevins comes in for the Grizzlies, gets Landry O'Brien.
Yeah, good quick hands there by Landry, poked the ball out of bounds. So looks like we're going to set up in the zone here on the inbounds play.
Minute 23 left in the first quarter. Ball goes into Sanborn. Right back to Unier in the corner. She's doubled. Keeps her dribble alive. Very smart move there by the sophomore to not pick it up. Sanborn furthers it. Noonan right back to her. Play and catch are the two guards. Here's a skip pass and an open look for Unier from deep. Missed it strong. Rebound Anna Cantrell, and she'll find Aubrey Boss.
Yeah, she did. They rotated the ball pretty quickly, and she had an open look there.
Good ball movement for Labette County. Boy, they look sharp. Here's Amory underneath, fouled on her way up. I don't think there was a dribble that whole possession in the half court.
Just really, really moving the ball around, keeping the defense shuffling and moving, and then had an open look, and Amory drew the foul inside, so that's textbook right there.
This Labette County team loves to push pace. They don't really have a designated point guard off misses per se, which is a fun thing. You know, all four of our 5 players, you'll see them bringing it up the floor.
Right, yeah, oh yeah, that's a definite plus to have multiple people that can get the ball brought up for you.
Baker swishes both free throws, didn't hit the rim on either of them, but in a good way. That was the second personal foul on Kylie Sanborn. So the leading Blue Comet with 3 points is on the bench with 2 personal fouls. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. There's still difference in the shot clock and game clock, so Labette County, barring a rebound, should get another try. Noonan bricks a three, rebound Aubrey Boss. Avoids the jump ball from Hicks. Well done by Labette County's forward. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Labette County up 10. Cantrell right wing. Ball must have went out of bounds.
Yeah.
Turnover Labette County here.
Our defense is doing such a good job. Most of Chanute's shots have been just three-pointers. So they really haven't had a lot of just good looks. So
yeah, certainly it has been. And the one they made was banked in. 4 seconds first quarter, down to 2. They got to get it up. 1 second. I'm not sure they know, and they don't get it off. It was good, though, from Unier, but didn't get it off in time visibly. Labette County 15, Chanute 5. That's the end of 1 out of 4 quarters from Chanute, Kansas. Back in 1 minute, this is Lady Grizzly basketball.
My name is Bria and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Chanute High School band gets the atmosphere thumping a little bit, as certainly the section we are sitting behind is filled up quite a little bit, both with Labette County fans right in front of us and Chanute fans to our right. 15-5, Labette County in front with a 10-point lead as the second quarter begins to tick away. Chikira Walls, their starter back in the game. Here's a three-pointer right out of the first quarter intermission, is airballed strong from Laney Holtzman, a 5'3" freshman in the game for the first time.
That was a nice effort there by Millie Carnahan to get that ball thrown off a Chanute player. So they're still pressing us. We'll see how we do against it.
As Labette County does have the basketball off of the Holtzman miss. Backdoor from Davis, tries to adjust and misses, but she's fouled. Nice backdoor from the short corner position from Davis.
Yeah, it sure was. Jaden saw the opening and slid to it, and the pass was there. So far, we've really played nice.
Yeah.
This has been fun to watch.
First free throw is short and no good for Jaden Davis. Labette County just 3 for 6 from the free throw line here early. I'm sure that average will shake out, but some woes early as she'll make this one, though. 3 points for Jaden tonight. Labette County by 11, matching their largest lead of the game.
Yeah, and Labette County continues to press, and Chanute better just get used to this because this is how we play. We're going to press.
Labette County forces another steal. As where we're sitting and now standing, we've got a safety railing right in our line of sight. Certainly not the most ideal place for a railing, but we'll stand and look over it. 7-10 second quarter. Labette County up 11. Putting the ball on the floor is Baker. There's not a player on our roster you won't see playing beyond the three-point line, as I think Landry gets caught traveling a little bit. Turnover Labette County.
Yeah, just a little stutter step there by Landry, I think. Just a little shuffle before she put the ball on the floor.
Chanute not sure how to approach the press as they're being quite patient, which is good, but you can tell that they're a little bit nervous at going into the teeth of this defense. Getting out of it this time, though, somehow. Well done by the sophomore Unier, but then it's stolen by Landry. It just never stops. Long pass, tracked down by Boss, across the paint, caught, shot, scored, Jaden Davis.
Gosh, what a team effort there. Red jerseys everywhere, good passes. It just
how focused is this team right now?
Really looks good, playing so good together. Subbing in 2 fresh bodies.
I don't feel like we've dribbled a whole lot in the half court. Just whip, good shot.
Keeping them moving.
Floater off the glass, missed. Rebound Baker, she's doubled but finds Landry, who walks, now jogs, left to right up the floor. Nobody gets in front of her. One arm kick, Boss head fakes on a 3, pulls up from 6. Bingo, that's pretty.
It sure was, and that little floater, 5-6 footer, is not easy to make. That was well done.
20-5 Labette County. Timeout, Coach Fox trying to throw a Band-Aid on something. We'll be back in 30 seconds from Chanute, Kansas.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back, Grizzly fans. We're live from Chanute, Kansas. Jack Leak is getting into the ball game. A couple possessions ago, I failed to mention, was really impressive this season for Labette County's squad. Number 52, a freshman center, 6-foot-tall Kaylin McCoy, helps force a steal here off the Chanute inbound, and Labette County's got it back. Landry scores, hang time in the air, and finishes off the glass.
Yeah, that's so athletic and so quick. They're going to have a hard time staying in front of Landry.
Another double team on the far side. Steal, Landry, outlet, Cantrell, one-on-one with Walls, to the cup, slows down and travels. That's always a tough position to be in. The refs are letting them play on the other hand as well.
Yep, yeah, I agree. That, of course, she's smiling about it. So, again, continue to be impressed with Anna and her effort and how relaxed she's staying. Just really improving game by game is Cantrell.
Madison Bevins checks back in for Aubrey Boss. Labette County plays at its core 8 players, 9 when Kinsley Boss gets back, and you notice 0 difference in a good way.
Yeah, the pressure never stops.
None.
And we're almost as effective offensively with these rotations too.
Yeah.
So here we come.
Another missed shot here for Chanute. Rebound Bevins. Davis calls for it and gets it and just kind of loses it out of bounds, rolls down her torso and out of bounds. 22-5, Labette County in front. 4:44 left in the first half.
And again, here they come against the red wave.
Landry jumps and swats one and slows it down enough for Cantrell to get it right back to Landry. Right hand layup, good.
That was a nice pass by Cantrell and a really good shot, of course, too, by Landry O'Brien.
Grizzlies all over Chanute right now on both ends of the floor, and Landry's called for her second personal of the game as she reaches in and tries to pick the pocket of Peter. Landry will check out. 5 on the floor for Labette County. Davis, McCoy, Bevins, Cantrell, and Carnahan.
You know, I think there's an innate thing with referees. That might not have been a foul, but when a team's up 21 and it's iffy, they're going to call a foul on you.
A 3-pointer for Walls nearly falls. I agree with that, as here's Carnahan reading the passing lane and stealing it, and on the other end gets the hoop and harm. That was one of the better steals tonight because it was read by Millie. She knew she was going to throw it and prematurely jumped the lane.
Yeah, how nice was that to anticipate that pass and then make that layup while being fouled. So Millie Carnahan's another one that just continues to improve and look more and more confident every game. And so, yeah, lots of good things happening for Labette County basketball.
Carnahan's and one free throw falls home after hitting the front of the rim. Millie's quietly racked up 7 points. Tip by Cantrell, steal by Bevins, score by Bevins. Timeout Chanute. Her first points. She becomes the sixth Lady Grizzly to score tonight. Labette County 29, Chanute 5. It's a full timeout, so we'll take 30 seconds and then thank some sponsors on KLKC.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Welcome back to Chanute High School, where we would like to finish reading off a few of our other sponsors for making the broadcast possible. Woodworth Enterprises, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Olson Ace Hardware, Wood Insurance Center, and the Bartlett Co-op. The Labette County Lady Grizzlies have held Chanute scoreless in the second quarter while racking up 14 points of their own. It has just been a really nice team playing well, and it's resulted in a 24-point lead.
And obviously this is a Chanute team that's down, but irregardless, we're playing well, playing hard, and just really look good. Even against this team, we're staying within ourselves, shooting the ball well, so just a really good effort tonight by Labette County.
Millie gets another read and another nice steal. Davis is on the bench. It seems to be the only difference since the timeout. How about that pass?
Goodness.
Millie Carnahan to Madison Bevins. You could almost even give those points to Millie Carnahan. That was a hook pass as she was cut off on the short corner.
That's what I was talking about just a second ago. Even if we're playing a team that's down a little bit, some of the stuff we're doing is just really awesome. Like that right there, Anna Cantrell, left-handed layup. And I'm seeing what the ref called here, actually.
As he said something to Anna Cantrell, and she immediately apologized and smiled, so maybe it was an equipment deal, or he wanted her to give him the basketball or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I can guarantee you whatever happened was a complete misunderstanding with Anna Cantrell.
Yeah, she went, "Oh, I'm sorry."
It wasn't a,
put her hand in the
an
air.
attitude issue or a cockiness. So here we go, yeah.
Labette County up 33-5 here with 3 minutes until halftime. Still pressing them. Tipped by Eberhardt, stolen by McCoy. Kylie Eberhardt in the game for Labette County. Or Kaylee, rather. Millie in the corner for three and rattles it home. Millie Carnahan really playing well here tonight. She's got 10 and has a couple steals and a couple assists.
Yeah, I hesitate to sometime before the end of the game, I just have a little funny story about seeing Millie in the hallways today at school.
That can be something our listeners can look forward to in our halftime show if that works. Chanute comes up ill on another attempt, and Labette County snags the board. Here's Cantrell inside the three-point line. Baker turns to face. She'll fire and barely miss it. Rebound Noonan. That's the first true success defensively I feel like Chanute's had in a while.
Yeah, and I felt like Amory stayed patient and pivoted well and took a good shot. But, yeah, Chanute had a good stance there.
You know, Amory Baker has had some of those games where she's really gone on like a 6 or 8-0 scoring run by herself and really solidifies herself down low. And then you look up and we have a healthy Jaden Davis and a killer freshman in Kaylin McCoy. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Things are looking good for basketball this year and the future.
Missed shot from Chanute. Carnahan grabs the board and runs out quickly. Another great pass behind her to Baker, who finishes. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, again, you can just see Millie Carnahan just blossom more and more. That was beautiful.
This is the most confident and relaxed I think I've seen Millie play this year. Here's a very deep three that is swished from Sarah Unier for the first points of the second quarter. 90 seconds left in the half. It's 38-8 Labette County.
Yeah, that was nice by Chanute. Good shot. And they continue to play good defense and work at it. So
Eberhardt steps into a deep two that misses. Rebound McCoy. Cantrell on a jumper, misses. And it's rebounded by Chanute here, who has the ball moving right to left, down by 30 here at home.
Yeah, and this is so good for us too. Of course, we're getting, as you mentioned, 3 or 4 different bodies off the bench, getting a lot of good game time here in the first half. So invaluable game right here for gaining experience for our kids.
3 Grizzlies check in. The 5 on the floor are Eberhardt, Boss, Bevins, Davis, and Carnahan. 1:05 left in the half. Labette County up 38-8. There was a foul on Labette County just moments ago on Eberhardt on the drive for Chanute. Blue Comets inbound, and it's stolen by Carnahan. She'll go left to right quickly. Another pass. There's Davis. Missed this layup, though. Rebound, Blue Comets.
Yeah, another unselfish pass by Millie. She could have laid that in, but that was stolen here by Maddie Bevins and a pass.
And Boss is going to try to finish and misses the layup. Labette County may be getting too used to those things a little bit. And Eberhardt forces a jump ball off the miss that will stay with Labette County with 38 seconds left in the second quarter. 5-second difference between the shot and a game clock.
I've noticed this rotation of players we have right now in the last minute or two hadn't scored as much, but defensively nothing's changed.
Davis tries to go up with the basketball, has it stripped, rebound Chanute, and they'll hold maybe, I guess, for the last shot. Unier, or Peter, man, they look really similar, Unier and Peter. Peter has the basketball near the volleyball stripe, gives it to Unier, down to a dozen seconds. Labette County up by 30. It's been all Lady Grizzlies. 7 seconds, a drive for Hicks. Has it stolen. Carnahan with 3 seconds and travels with it. And Chanute will get the last shot here.
Well, I missed it, but both refs called it, so it happened.
2.5 on the clock. Chanute inbounds right under their own rim. Peter, the inbounder, surveys, looks for a friend, finds Hicks, back to Walls at the buzzer, misses it to the right, and your halftime score, Labette County 38, Chanute 8. We will step aside for a 4-minute break and come back with the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, and apparently a funny story that Dad has about Millie Carnahan. 4-minute break on KLKC.
Pressure.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, where the Lady Grizzlies of Labette County lead the Blue Comets of Chanute 38-8. Labette County had multiple scores in that first quarter, 7 to be exact, and Chanute, well, with 8 points. Needless to say, the scoring was a little bit dry. Like you said, we forced them to put up a lot of threes, and they didn't get up a lot because they would throw it away in that press. So Labette County really just looked pretty sharp in that first half and don't really appear to be flirting with a loss like we had last year in this building here tonight. We'll go ahead and do halftime stats, and then we'll hear Dad's Millie Carnahan story. We got to build. Let's do it at the end of the boys' game. Let's build it up even more.
Let's just do a podcast next week.
There we go. For Labette County, Millie Carnahan had 10 points and, boy, did other things as well. Some of those assists she had were really, really nice. Read passing lanes very well. Millie had a really good first half. Landry O'Brien didn't necessarily feel like it, but kind of limped her way to 9 first-half points, and that's good when one of your better players scores 9 points and it didn't seem like it. Jaden Davis had 5, Amory Baker and Madison Bevins each had 4, so did Aubrey Boss, and Anna Cantrell had 2. For Chanute, it was Unier who had 3, Sanborn had 3, and Noonan had 2. In the end of the first quarter, it was Labette County 15, Chanute 5, and in the second quarter, it was Labette County 23, Chanute 3. Again, giving you your halftime score, Labette County 38, Chanute 8. The floor is yours.
Thanks. So, well, now there's pressure on. I don't want to tell the story because it's really not that funny now. So I'm at the high school on Tuesday mornings and in the hallway between classes, and Millie and a group of girls walked by, and I said, "Carney." She looked over, and I said, 13. And she heard me, but of course, who in the world would understand some human being saying 13 to you? She said, "What?" I said, 13. And she walked over to me. She said, "Did you say 13? I said, "I want you to shoot 13 threes tonight." She said, "Yeah, right. What if Vollmer tells me to quit shooting?" I said, "Pretend you can't hear her." She said, "Leak, she'll bench me." And anyway, she laughed and turned around. And the only reason I kind of brought this up earlier is she shot well tonight. I think she made the first 2 threes maybe she shot.
She has 2 threes, yeah.
And so after she made that second one, my mind just went to the hallway this morning. So, and I did not know this. Guess what her number is?
That's what I thought you were. Her number is 13.
I plucked 13 out of the air this morning, goofily, and so now I'm wondering if just by happenstance she either scores 13 or something. So anyway,
that's funny.
That's as funny as that story gets. So
no, that's
I will
good.
say this though too. You'll remember this better than me, but hasn't our girls all year long scored like 6 points in the first quarter? I mean, so far we've scored very few in the first half. I think we've scored more in the first half now than we have in the first 3 quarters of probably all the other games combined.
Yeah, Labette County has had a hard time scoring in the first quarter, even against Parsons when they scored, I think, a season high. Of 55 points, only had 11 in the first quarter. No, certainly. I mean, yeah, Labette County only scored 6 in the first quarter against Independence, and in that circle tournament, the scoring was a little bit rough as well for our Lady Grizzlies. So in the first quarter, that is. So yeah, no, you're definitely right. I mean, Labette County's season high is 55, and before league play, our season high was 43 points in a game. So Labette County's definitely on their way to peaking that point total tonight, maybe scoring upwards of 60 points, who knows, but still a half to go and a lot can definitely happen. Labette County's played, I think, in total 9 players tonight. Kaylee Eberhardt got in the game there towards the middle to the end of that second quarter. Just to make note, our JV team got a very dominant victory as well. We got here in time to see about half of that, and they really put it on Chanute, so perhaps might look to see some of those faces that we had seen a little bit of in a couple other games this year. Keely Good, Ginger Weathers, you know, some of those girls might start to get in the game here. Aubrey Myers scored against Parsons. It's just fun to watch in games where you do win by a substantial margin, both how the team continues to play and how some of those, quote, bench players, if you will, come in and play as well. This has been the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. Labette County up by 30. We'll be back in 1 minute with the second half on KLKC. Welcome back, Grizzly fans. Third quarter underway here in Chanute. Labette County will have the basketball here. Chanute did start with it, but Labette County held them, and now they have the ball back here. Ball goes into Aubrey Boss off the inbound, right back to Carnahan. Had 10 points in the first half. Here's Landry O'Brien. She had 9. Those two combined for half of our team's points, and a travel called on Landry, who struggled a little bit tonight per her standards, I'm sure.
Yeah, and you notice Labette County's got their starters in, but if you know Coach Ballmer, who's a class act, this has nothing to do with rubbing anything in anybody's nose. She just realizes we've got Fort Scott coming up.
Right.
This group needs to play together as much as possible. So this makes perfect sense to me for these kids to be out there playing hard right now.
Yeah, without question. We'll get into the schedule probably in depth a little later, but Labette County hosts Fort Scott on Friday before being on the road for a month straight. Definitely a large game looms on Friday night in Altamont. Nobody has scored yet in the third quarter here. Labette County still up 38-8. Carnahan in the corner, drives short corner, and a floater falls home.
Yeah, continue to see just different dynamics of Melly Carnahan. That was a kind of a power drive on a baseline and went up in traffic, and that was another nice shot.
40-8 Labette County. And a foul going the other way on Chanute. An illegal screen, I believe, is the call.
Yep. And again, this group just continuing to play together, learn each other. So, yeah, this game's super important after not playing for 2 weeks or 16, 17 days, whatever it was.
Landry's going to heave a long inbound to Baker, and it's a good one, and she'll score with the right hand. A layup for Baker. A really nice long pass from Landry to Amory.
That was a perfect pass. Just caught her in stride. So Landry's had a lot of good things tonight. She hadn't scored as much, but she's continued to be our leader out there.
Millie hits the deck, grabs the ball, and tries to squirt it to O'Brien, who dives on the deck as well. Fighting, and a foul's going to be the call on Walls, I think, of Chanute. Oh, my goodness.
Gosh.
It is. Wow. How about that effort, and how about that payoff? I thought it'd be a jump ball.
What's that say about a team when they're up 34 points and still quitting? Their heads aren't down. You know, they seem to have good posture. So, you know, I want to compliment that. It's hard to play when you're down a lot like this.
Three-point shot is on its way. And a little bit strong for Sanborn. She had one in the. This is it. Jaden Davis didn't have position for the board, but created it. Millie, long pass. Baker under the rack, scores another one. A quarterback to a receiver, Amory Baker, the recipient again.
I think she's had 13 assists, if I got tallied right, actually.
Millie, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she's had quite a few assists. As Unier's going to knock her second three down of the game from the top of the key. A pure swish for Sarah Unier.
Yeah, she's a nice player.
Carnahan calls for the three. She'll fire it, and she'll miss it. Rebound Unier, Labette County 44, Chanute 11. 4:30 left in the third quarter. Noonan kicks it to the corner. Unier has shot well, pulls this one down though. Sanborn, pink basketball shoes for the first one is good. Up to 13 points is the junior. McCoy.
Millie has 13?
Millie does have 13 points. You need her to miss this free throw to keep your bet slip alive. McCoy
be done with my goofiness tonight.
McCoy and Davis in the game for Labette County. Carnahan's free throw's good. She's got 14 points on the game. So those three are on the floor along with Cantrell and O'Brien. 4 minutes has been surpassed. Third quarter, Labette County by a lot. Chanute, and an illegal screen again is called on the Blue Comets. That is their fourth team foul of the third quarter, and Labette County is yet to commit a crime. That's the second on Avery Hicks.
Huh. Boy, when it rains, it pours, you know. I mean, for Chanute, I should say.
One more foul, and Labette County is shooting free shots for the rest of the quarter. One-arm whip. McCoy finishes with the left. O'Brien with the hawk vision.
Yeah, gosh, how nice. And again, we bragged on McCoy so much as a freshman, and that soft left-handed little touch here, that was really well played.
She's a very good player. 48-11, missed shot for Chanute. Carnahan hits the deck as she somehow finds Cantrell up ahead. Dribbles past a couple white jerseys. Landry gets her man to bite, drives, adjusts, shoots, and scores.
Boy, that was pretty. She had to adjust in midair with her body and then had a little bit of a side spin, it looked, on that ball to roll in. So Landry O'Brien, is a great shot.
3 minutes, third quarter. Labette County 50, Chanute 11. Noonan head fakes and drives, and a foul called on Landry, I think. I think it'll be her third if it is on her. It is on Landry, and that's the team's first of the half. Well, they might get Cantrell. That's what they have on the scoreboard, as that'll be her second. We'll roll with that. A few subs for Labette County. Keely good in the game along with Eberhardt, and another three-point shot is up and good from Sarah Unier, her third three of the game.
Yeah, she can shoot.
Eberhardt with it, again on the floor. Eberhardt, Davis, Good, McCoy, and Cantrell. McCoy off a slip, gets to the rim and rattles it home. Just used her size, got in position, and finished.
And that was a great bounce pass by Eberhardt, too. She's really looked for that. She was patient and then made a really nice bounce pass.
Noonan for three, missed it. Rebound Eberhardt, outlet to Cantrell, 2:15 third quarter. Labette County up 34. Cantrell jump stops and finds Eberhardt right in front of the Labette County bench. Pick and roll again. Davis off the glass, missed it. And the long board is to Cantrell. Labette County keeps.
Yeah.
Eberhardt open for three, pulls it down, shoots a long floater that grazed the rim, but Davis will clean it up.
Yeah, Kaylee Eberhardt, will have to compliment this. Had another nice pick and roll pass inside and a nice drive. So see her improving a lot too every game. This is really good.
Labette County by 40. Three-pointer good. Guess who? Unier, her fourth three of the game.
Note to self, someone better get a hand in her face.
Keely Good finds McCoy, who dribbles. Nobody blocks her off, and she barely missed the lay-in. And the board goes out of bounds off of the fingertips of Avery Hicks, they say. Labette County keeps. Coach Vollmer wants a 30-second timeout to talk things over with this squad. Again, Labette County 54, Chanute 17. Back in 30 seconds, this is Lady Grizzly basketball.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
It's been all Lady Grizzlies tonight. The same five are on the floor as when Coach Vollmer called the timeout. Good, Davis, McCoy, Eberhardt, and Cantrell. They go into McCoy. Kalen turns to face, tries to back her man down, and is fouled from behind. And it will be 2 free throws for Kalen McCoy, as that is the 5th team foul on the Blue Comets.
Yeah, this, you can rotate kids off the bench into the game, maybe a less experienced player, but of course you never put a player in and say don't try. So if there's one thing that's not changing as kids come off the bench is the effort's there, the expectations there, the pressure's there. So the game flow is not going to change.
First free throw good from McCoy. Yeah, that's true, and that's what we see a lot is this score might be 70-25 with 10 seconds left, and we have 3 stoppages of play simply because everybody's still trying, which is mighty fine. But yeah, that's just the attribute that you see. Second free throw good for McCoy. She's got 6 points all in this quarter. 65 seconds to play in the third. Labette County up 56-17. And a drive and a foul here, but on the floor it was Sanborn driving and being fouled up by Labette County on Cantrell, her third.
So yeah, that was a nice pump fake and drive there. So Chanute continues to play hard to try to, just see what they can improve on tonight.
Three-pointer up and missed from Unier, her first three-point miss in her last 4 attempts.
Yeah, that looked
3
good.
attempts. Good with
nice.
a good pass to Davis, who was under the rim but kind of shot behind her a touch and got it to go.
She adjusted well. That's hard to do, and her body was moving, so that was really well shot by Jaden Davis.
58-17, 40 seconds, third quarter. A couple new Blue Comets in the ball game, one of them being Riley Smith, a 5'7" senior with it, and Chanute will turn it over underneath the basket and have to play some defense here, down big. 30 seconds, third quarter.
And I see Chanute doing the same thing. They're still pressing, and they're down 40. So, Coach Fox he knows what to do here. Continue to practice and work and try to just improve off this loss.
18 seconds, third quarter. McCoy sets a screen for Eberhardt. No one's there. Skip pass to Good. She'll let it bounce and then pick it up. Another screen, and this pass is deflected and stolen. Chanute keying in on a couple things here. 4 seconds, long pass, tipped out of bounds off of Chanute, I think. And with 2 seconds on the clock, Labette County will inbound all the way at the other end of the floor.
Yeah, it was a nice hustle there by Eberhardt to break that pass up.
And Good will dribble out the clock, and at the end of 3, it's the Lady Grizzlies 58 and Chanute 17. Back in 1 minute. Again, don't forget the boys game will follow tonight, so don't go anywhere. Stay for that one. 1 minute break, KLKC.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
1 quarter to play here in Chanute, Kansas. Lady Grizzlies lead over Chanute 58-17. Lady Grizzlies looking to go 7-0 on the season and 3-0 in league play with a matchup against Fort Scott pending on Friday night. Coach Vollmer has, I don't think it might be starters, I think, in the game. It is right now to start this 4th quarter as Carnahan with an athletic scoop shot, misses it though, but it goes off of Chanute out of bounds as we do have a running clock. And Labette County will be taking on a Fort Scott squad that is undefeated in league play. As here's Baker underneath finishing and scoring as Fort Scott is 2-0 in league play and plays Frontenac tonight.
Okay.
So Fort Scott cannot lose a league game tonight.
Yeah, that'll be, not trying to look past what the game in front of my face, but Friday night should be a really fun matchup.
Foul on Labette County here at the other end of the floor. Madison Bevins, her 2nd of the game, and the first foul of the running clock, 4th quarter. 60-17, Labette County in front. Set to dump it in is Chanute, and they do, and they don't score. And the long rebound goes to Walls. Boy, that shot for Hicks hung on the rim for 5 seconds. Here's Sanborn, gets Landry to bite. Her floater is good. And Chanute has a good offensive possession. And they're playing defense here and force a turnover. Would you like to share with the class what's so funny?
I should have shut my mic off. Well, I just saw Lucas's dad, our film cameraman, bring him a Sprite. And Lucas looked back at him and shook his head, no, don't want it. And it was just a funny exchange. His dad bought it for him. It was ice cold, dripping, ready. And
Nah.
yeah, you keep it. So something tells me that's the last time this year Mikey's going to bring his son an ice cold drink from the concession stand. Take it anyway.
That is funny. Chanute turns it over, and Labette County will have it. Eberhardt will inbound right in front of Coach Fox, who has his arms crossed. Keeley Good in the game for Labette County. Forwards it to Ginger Weathers in the game for the first time tonight, who travels, and Chanute will have it. So the 5 is Good, Weathers, Cantrell, Eberhardt, and McCoy.
And you know, you see Coach Fox, who's done so much good here and will continue to. Any athlete's been in a situation where your team's losing, and it's hard to keep coaching hard and playing hard. So tip my cap to the Chanute team. Like I said, none of them are acting like they're, how sometimes it can be. So
they get another steal here. They picked it up defensively. Sanborn with the effort, switches hands, turns, finds Noonan at about 12 feet. She'll drive and has it blocked. No, a foul, and Noonan will shoot 2. Clock continues to run. Labette County up by 41. That's the 4th personal foul on Cantrell. And these are the first free throws for Chanute tonight.
Okay, wow. Did not know that piece of trivia.
And the first one is no good from Noonan. She'll get one more bite at the apple here.
But yeah, it's been, gosh, from the opening tip, this has been a relaxing, enjoyable ball game. I mean,
sure has.
It's been a lot of fun.
Noonan's second is good. She's got 3 points, does the Blue Comet starter. And she will check out, and in her place trots Lainey Holtzman. Saw a little bit of the Blue Comet freshman early. First we've seen of her since that moment, as she will hustle back and poke it out of the grasp of Keeley Good for us, and it'll stay with Labette County. 3:38 and ticking, 60-20 Labette County in front. Eberhardt, long pass. It was a good one. McCoy off her fingertips, and it'll go to Chanute. That pass looked strong, but it was actually perfect.
Yeah, Kaylee's made some beautiful passes in the time she's been there. 3 or 4 really good looks, and then, sometimes you just have to be patient and look for it. She's sure done that.
3:15 left in the contest. Brianna Peter with the basketball. Sanborn with it now. Drives, defended by Good. Labette County in a man-to-man defense. Right in front of her head coach, Peter holds it high, rotates the rock, and finds her teammate Holtzman, who misses a three. But the long rebound is tracked down, and then an intercepted pass by Good. Labette County's had quite a few of those here this evening.
They sure have. Yeah, the pressure from the get-go has been just a backbreaker for Chanute, so they could never really get set up in anything tonight.
Pick and roll, Good to Weathers underneath, and she's fouled going up, and Ginger will shoot two. Good to Weathers. That's something we haven't had recently is good weather, but I'll take that shot or that effort here tonight.
And that was, too. That was Keeley made a really nice pass on the pick and roll, so yeah, all the girls, all of them are playing really, really well.
And it's a swish for Weathers. Nice looking free throw there from Ginger. Ginger's a sophomore for Labette County. And makes them both perfectly. Labette County perfect from the free throw line in the second half, 6 for 6. Minute 50 left. Labette County up 42 points here on the road at Chanute. Sanborn wanted to pull the three, but pulled it down. She's defended well, pushed to the corner, head fake, drive for Peter, defended by Eberhardt perfectly.
Yes, yeah, it was great defense.
Double team.
Oop.
And it's thrown away. Eberhardt, good heads up play, and then she'll have it poked out, but it will be our basketball with 90 seconds and counting.
Yeah, continue to be impressed with Kaylee tonight. So, yeah, this group's done a great job, too, in the minutes they've been out there.
62-20 Grizzlies, minute 10 left, and McCoy got a little bit antsy and traveled, and it'll be Chanute basketball.
Tell you, this group's going to expect Coach Vollmer to stop at the nearest Dairy Queen tonight afterwards and pay him a treat.
There is an Arby's just to the north of the high school.
That's true.
We usually pay it a visit after these games, just so you know. Well, we drove separately tonight, so never mind.
So stop and get yourself a treat.
Yeah, darn it.
You can have Lucas's Sprite. It's sitting right over there by Mikey.
62-20 Labette County. Chanute comes up short on their try. Labette County has it towards the end of the game here. Cantrell's touch floater is a miss, and Good can't quite grab the board. And Chanute will have the rock, 25 seconds and melting away here. It's the only thing that's melting here tonight.
Yeah, you had some nice, better sayings in my Carnahan store, actually.
7 seconds left in the game here. A layup is missed, and a foul called here, and they will stop the clock, I think. Or will they let it bleed? And they will. So no free throws for Chanute, even though they earned them on the foul. So your final score, Labette County 62, Chanute 20. Really nice win for a team that lost in this gym a year ago. 7-0 are your Lady Grizzlies, and undefeated 3-0 in league play. But hey, Fort Scott comes to Harrison on Friday. Be there for that one. That will be a dandy. Let's step aside for 4 minutes and come back with let's go 3 minutes and come back with the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show for the girls on KLKC. Welcome in, Grizzly Nation. This is the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show of Labette County Lady Grizzly basketball. Lady Grizzlies mightily victorious tonight by a score of 62-20. A 42-point victory, and indeed getting their season high in points at 62 on the year. Leading the way for Labette County in scoring was Millie Carnahan with 14. Amory Baker had 10. Jaden Davis had 9. Landry O'Brien had 11. Kaylin McCoy had 6. Aubrey Boss and Madison Bevins each had 4. And Ginger Weathers and Anna Cantrell each had 2. For Chanute, Sarah Unier had 4 threes and had 12 points. Sanborn had 5, and Noonan had 3. At the end of the first quarter, it was Labette County 15, Chanute 5. And in the second quarter, it was Labette County 23, Chanute 3, giving us your halftime score of 38-8 at halftime. And in the second half, Labette County got Chanute 20-9 in the third quarter and just 4-3 in a running clock fourth quarter. So your final score 62-20, Lady Grizzlies. 7-0 on the year and 3-0 in league play. But boy, how early it is still in the college or the basketball season. Still a long ways until March, certainly, to get where I know they want to be. But what'd you see from Labette County tonight? Carnahan stood out to me. But
yeah, gosh, where do you start? I mean, I guess the something we did talk about and needs to be mentioned, and it's obvious. Chanute's down. Looks like they're going to be rebuilding for a year or two. And we have a nice, strong, deep team, so that just explains the score. But just still, overall, gosh, the continued play, and Landry didn't necessarily put a bunch of points up tonight, but she doesn't have to. You know, 2 or 3 other girls were able to fill that role a little bit more tonight. And you mentioned Millie had a great game. Gosh, where do I even start? Anna Cantrell, I felt like played a really good game. Maddie, all of them. And all the girls came off the bench, played hard. So just it's just fun when you can get a lot of players in and everybody gets minutes. And I don't know, just a fun night for the kids and a good way to kick off the 2025 portion of the season.
9 unique scores for Labette County tonight in their victory. On Friday, they will host Fort Scott, a team that is at Frontenac tonight. Fort Scott, undefeated in league play as well, always under Coach Steps, puts out on the floor a really good team. So go to Altamont, go to Harrison Gymnasium on Friday night and watch a really good game before our Grizzlies hit the road for all but a month straight. This has been the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. Lady Grizzlies, big victory, undefeated still. Boys game coming up. We'll have the Tank Connection pregame show here in 3 minutes for the boys on KLKC. Welcome back, Grizzly Nation. This is the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show of Lady Grizzly basketball, continued with head coach Brianna Vollmer of those victorious Lady Grizzlies. Again, the score 62-20. Coach, how was break? Congrats on the win, but I'm curious how break was for you all as a team and how that went.
I think it was great. I think we had a really good break practice. We had great attendance across the board, so from freshmen to seniors. We had kids show up and want to be in the gym, and they had a positive attitude, and they, they didn't act like, oh, I don't want to be here today. They showed up and got some work in, cleaned some things up, and hopefully it showed a little bit tonight, and then hopefully it continues to show over the course of our second half of our season.
Yeah, without question, definitely a driven, not a very cliquey team you have at all, Coach. So, but no, how do you feel like tonight went? A big margin of victory. What did you see from the coach's eye?
I thought we played together as a team really well. I didn't know what to expect. We kind of had a bad taste in our mouth. We got beat here last year, and we kind of use that as a little bit of motivation. But we also talk about win games that you're supposed to win and look sharp when you're supposed to look sharp and not sloppy. And I didn't really know what to anticipate. This group's extremely athletic, and sometimes with those athletic kids, you get turnovers, or you get trying to do too much. And I really thought we settled in pretty well. I knew we might have a tendency to foul a little bit, playing against a team that maybe doesn't like pressure.
Yeah.
But we adjusted. I thought we didn't adjust to the three-point shooting with number 5. She hit some, but we know that, a team's back against the wall. They're going to let some things fly. And so we got to continue to adjust. But I was pleased with tonight. I think it was a great team win. Our press looked great. Great win, clean looking, coming out of the gate, and hopefully that carries us into Friday.
How good a recognition is that from the head coach? Again, we're speaking with the head coach of the Lady Grizzlies, Brianna Vollmer. And Fort Scott has been kind of that team along with us, of late. And so it should be a fun one at home, and then we're on the road a while. But we'll start with that home game against a good Fort Scott team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a dogfight, just like any other league game's going to be. And, it's been us and them for a little bit, and, we want to go get one. But it's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a lot of game planning and being on top of our game. We got to be crisp. We got to be clean, and we got to do what makes us us and bring that energy and effort and that attitude to the game, and continue to get complimented with our actions on and off the floor. And we're going to take that into Friday, and it's going to be a great game to watch.
Absolutely. Yep, show out for that. Again, that game's at home, 6 o'clock, Labette County and Fort Scott. Coach, congrats on the win and the success early. Let's keep it going.
Great. Awesome. Thank you. Also, Friday's Little League night, so we'll be recognizing all our Little League teams. So if that's any of you guys, come on out to the game. It's going to be a dogfight. It'll be a good one.
Awesome. Love hearing that. Thanks for advertising that.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Coach. Lady Grizzlies win 62-20, undefeated on the season. We'll go ahead and flip the script here with no break and move on to the Tank Connection pregame show for our boys contest. The Grizzly men this season have gone win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. So let's keep that going and get a win tonight. Our Grizzlies are 3-3 on the year. Chanute is 2-2. Again, Chanute's played 2 games less than us, both girls and boys. So we're 500, they're 500. Both teams probably still searching for their ceiling. But 2 good coaches, 10 good athletes are going to be on display. Dylan Johnson out a little while longer with his injury. But these Grizzly men have shown in spurts what they can be, coming off of a 64-60 loss against Parsons after a 56-51 win against Indy. So 1-1 in league play. They've been fun to watch this year, I think.
Oh, my, yeah. And like you mentioned, even what was the Independence game when we were down a couple of starters and we had 3, 4, 5 guys come off the bench, and just an electric, fun atmosphere. These kids believe in themselves. Coach Argerbright has them believing in themselves, and you get a team with this mentality and this group of athletes, and then they just think they can win and want to win and compete. They're dangerous. So. We've either, I think, other than one game, and I can't. Who did we play that we lost quite a bit, maybe by 20? But every other game we've either won it or been right there. So Yeah, this is I think you said it, this is a fun team, plays with a lot of energy, and so I look for tonight to be just like that. Looks like we're going to do the national anthem again.
It
Awesome.
does. Everybody in here would be signifying that, unless they're taking their hats off for the starters, which I doubt it. So we will step aside for 2 minutes. We are doing the national anthem and come back with starters and tip-off. 2 minutes on KLKC. Starters are in for both teams and actively being rattled off by the public address announcer below us. Inside a gym where the atmosphere is filled in a little bit more, and the student section's actually filled in and on their feet for this game in comparison to the girls, or in contrast rather, a little bit ago. As we'll start with the Grizzlies starting tonight for Coach Bradley Argabright's squad. Number 4, a 5'8" junior guard, Kagan Bates. Number 5, a 6-foot-tall sophomore guard, Nolan Nash. Number 23, a 5'10" senior guard, Briggs Knight. Number 24, a 6'1" junior forward, Barrett Heston. And number 50, a 6'3" sophomore center, Tucker Rush. Boy, has he been fun to watch. And for the Blue Comets, the home team, number 3, a 6-foot-tall sophomore guard, Warwick Olson. Number 20, a 5'8" sophomore guard, Jalen Duncan. His brother Jordan was a good player here for a while. Number 23, a 6-foot-tall junior guard, Chris Harding. You recognize that name, and another one here in a second. Number 24, a 6'3" sophomore forward, Daniel Stanley. And number 35, a 6'2" senior guard, Elliot Stevenson. Good ball player.
Yeah.
A good football wide receiver as well. So Stevenson's going to be a load, but Labette County's got a couple they can throw at Chanute as well. Coach Argabright getting in one last word with his squad, wearing road red uniforms with white trim, white numbers, and white Labette across the chest. Chanute in their home whites with dark and light blue dotted throughout the sides and gold numbers on the front and back.
Yeah, I look for this game to be a little different than the girls' game for sure. Chanute's got some talented athletes on the floor, and you can just tell by the crowd and the student section, the energy's raised here in the building. So this will be fun. Here we go.
Ball goes in the air, and it is won firmly by Stanley. Stands at 6'3" and looks a tick taller than that. He'll post up on Bates underneath, and Kagan wins it, saves it off of the leg of the Blue Comet out of bounds. It was Bates who stands at 5'8" on their tallest player, Stanley. batted it out of his hands, threw it off his knee.
Yeah, all that's irrelevant when you're Kagan Bates. It's all about energy and expectation, man. He makes it happen.
Heston in front of the Blue Comet bench, coached by Devin Crabtree. Used to coach at the collegiate level and now has been working with this Chanute team for a handful of years now. Bates creates separation, fires and cans it, and eyes down the Blue Comet student section on his way back.
Yeah, they don't realize that when they, all student sections harass the other team. He plays better when you're in his ear like that.
That is true. Dribble handoff, Stevenson to Duncan, defended by Knight. A three-point shot on its way and short for Elliott. Rebound fought for, and it's still live, and it's going to be Chanute basketball. Coach Argabright wanted that possession there.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who that went off of. Just a lot of fun energy so far going on between these two teams.
Labette County 2, Chanute 0. Three-point shot on its way, missed. Rebound Briggs Knight, just 1 minute into the game. Both these teams are 500 in their record. Chanute 2-2, Labette County 3-3. Nolan Nash off a screen. Drives, kicks to Heston. Deep three-pointer on its way, missed. Rebound is anybody's, and it is rebounded by Stanley.
Yeah, gosh, that shot looked good from Barrett all the way to the hole.
How about that steal from Kagan Bates, but he stepped out of bounds. I don't even know how he got a hand on that.
Didn't see what happened. It happened so fast. Yeah, I don't think the ref really knows, but here we go. Chanute ball out of bounds.
2-0 Labette County. Ball goes into Stevenson, who had a little bit of height there, it looked like, as far as ball position, and ties the game at 2.
Yeah, I just got good position there and then made a nice shot. So, yeah, tied up.
6:15 left first quarter, 2-2 the score. Bates has Labette County's lone bucket and their lone turnover here as he throws it to the Chanute pep band.
Yep, a little spun up on that possession, so that's a turnover for Labette County and time to defend.
6 minutes first quarter, 2-2 the score. Chanute looking for their first lead in the very early goings of this one. Baseline drive, a square for Stanley, misses it. His putback is missed. His second attempt missed as well. Really want to limit those tonight, though. Long pass from Bates tonight under the rim, and he'll elect to pull it out. Bates won't. He'll drive. He'll find Nash. Floater, good.
Yeah, gosh, what a nice possession. Briggs Knight made such a good decision there not to go in for the layup, and ended up with Nolan Nash making a real pretty little short floater.
Duncan wide open for three, and he won't miss many of those.
No.
Gets that one to go.
Yeah, he'll have to be guarded for sure.
Labette County 4, Chanute 5. 5:15 first quarter. Nash sheds off tonight, who looks to try to find somebody, throws it right back to Nolan, drives with his right hand, tries to back down his man. Defended tightly. It's Harding. Bates, now with separation, defended by Duncan, forces the switch. Heston wasn't ready for the skip pass, finds Nolan underneath. 3 seconds on the shot clock, floater is missed, rebound Harding.
I'm not sure if that pass was for Heston or not, but I think he tried to zip it into Nolan Cutting, but either way, no score there for Labette County.
Olsen with the basketball for Chanute. Dribble handoff to Duncan. He'll drive with his left hand. Throw back. Stevenson. Foul called on Labette County. It's the first foul of the game for either team. And they're going to put it on the head of Nolan Nash, if I'm not mistaken. It is on Nolan with 4:29 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, this game right now has a really good, balanced, competitive feel to it. So I think we're in for 4 good quarters of basketball.
Ball goes in. Harding, uncontested layup is good.
Yeah, we can't do that. That was just a missed screen or switch or something right there. That's too easy.
Bates finds Nash, who catches it with one hand, his right hand. Looks to work on Stevenson. That's athlete on athlete. Heston to rush, back to Nash, corner 3, short, rebounded underneath quickly by Stanley.
Yeah, that wasn't just a great look for us, but Chanute defended well on that possession too.
Olsen given room, bottoms it out from deep, and Chanute leads by 6.
Okay, again, another good shooter. So Labette County, of course, is going to have to defend way out on the perimeter for sure tonight.
Bates holds the ball the whole possession and scores on this possession, a 3-point bucket.
I guess that's how you answer a three-pointer. Go down and shoot yourself a nice 3. That sure quieted the student section at Chanute.
10-7 Chanute, 3:30 first quarter. Bates defends Harding right underneath the rim. Olsen wants another 3, missed it, tipped about. Nash has it, left to right. Labette County can get within 1 or tie. Sheds, Knight, skip past Heston, wants to shoot it but keeps it belt high. Uses the screen, now crosses over. Bates, right corner, jab steps, pulls it down, looks to drive, looks, has it stolen. Duncan, right place, right time, ball's on the deck now, and Chanute maintains.
Yeah, lots happened right there in those two little back and forths.
2:45 first quarter. Stevenson with a little bit of room misses the 3. Nolan Nash rebound, pushes Bates. It's him and Heston. Bates will hang, fire and miss, no whistle. Olsen rebound.
Yeah, that's Kagan's forte right there. He normally always gets the foul on that called.
A couple putbacks are no good here for Chanute, but Labette County giving up offensive rebounds, and this 3's good. Offensive rebounds can really hurt a team, and Warwick Olsen has 2 threes tonight, and Chanute and Coach Crabtree take an early timeout.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Anytime you get a couple offensive and we start collapsing on the ball, then that leaves a good 3-point shooter alone out top. So, yeah, 13-7. We're going to have to settle down a little bit, run our offense, get ourselves some better looks down on our end, and then hope that turns into some good defensive stands for us as well.
As Labette County, it's too early to really say this has affected the game, and they haven't really taken maybe but one bad shot tonight. But I heard a coach say the other day, I think it was the UCF coach after the KU game, made a good point. He said a bad shot can be like a turnover sometimes. The way that it kind of comes off the rim, nobody's really anticipating it, and the other team can get out in transition quickly.
Right.
So just something I wanted to, it just came to my mind I thought was really quite interesting.
Right.
It makes sense.
Yep. I'm sure the UCF coach had lots to talk about.
Oh.
And he's a good dude, by the way.
Chanute 13, Labette County 7, 2:15 first quarter. Student section all in Kagan Bates' ear, and he has 5 of our 7 points.
I warned him.
Knight, quick trigger tray, short. Labette County's shot well from that right wing tonight. Knight misses that one. Stevenson out and running to the cup. Left-hand layup, missed it. Is it going to be an offensive rebound again? It is. Harding misses again, and Mount Rushmore pulls this one down. That's Tucker Rush.
Yeah, boy, we needed that. I was afraid they were going to get another dunk shot, or little dump shot.
Bates' reverse layup is no good. Those are tough sometimes. Quickly the other way, Chanute. A near travel for the newly checked in Blue Comet, who puts up a 3 and misses it. That's Kobe Patterson. Rebound Briggs Knight.
Yeah, we sure could use a good offensive possession and some points here.
Minute 20 first quarter, Chanute by 6. Labette County, yes, definitely needs a couple successful possessions in the near future. Here might be one. You bet. Barrett Heston, backdoor finish.
Yeah, great pass, and Barrett is so athletic and get up like that and kiss it off the glass. That really needed that. Now we need to buckle down here.
Nash contesting Harding tightly. Harding dribbles into our junior's chest, squares up, finds Patterson, defended tightly, stolen! Nolan Nash, hand in the pocket. Labette County only down 4 with the rock. Nash crosses up, spins, loses it, turnover.
Yeah. He and Kagan have such quick hands. You get the ball inside on them, it's going to get poked out.
Stevenson, move to the bucket, misses it, offensive rebound, put back is good by himself.
Well, I'll tell you, the refs let him play there too, so it's been called both ways the same. Can't complain about that.
Shot clock is off. Labette County down 6, 20 seconds, first quarter. Knight left wing, right in front of the Chanute band. Heston Top of the key, continues, and Rush throws it away. Chanute with plenty of time. Olson to the cup, layup, good. Labette County has time if they move, and they might have wasted too much there. Heston's gonna launch a full court shot that was almost good, but a little short. But certainly a flip that you didn't want right before the buzzer sounded. Olson with a pick 6. Chanute 17, Labette County 9. End of 1 from Chanute, Kansas. Back in 1 minute.
My name is Bria and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Labette County thirsty for some scoring. Certainly didn't have a poor first quarter, but Chanute had a 17-point first quarter and had 5 different scores in white.
Yeah, we're going to have to play solid basketball to beat this team. They've got a nice athletic team, and they haven't made too many mistakes, and we have.
Here's a good pass from Duncan to Stevenson, who scores, and Coach Argerbright immediately calls a 60-second timeout here as Labette County missed a 3 and Chanute scored about 3 seconds later. Stevenson up to 6 points. Olson has 8 for the Blue Comets. We'll keep it here during the full timeout for Labette County and thank some sponsors for allowing us to be here tonight. Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Labette Health, Woodworth Enterprises, Tank Connection, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Labette Bank, the Bartlett Co-op, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Vollmer Cement Finishing, and Community National Bank. Yeah, Chanute very, very well coached, as are we, but certainly the Blue Comets always lengthy and athletic and very fast, and we see that yet again.
Right, yeah. And we've had a few turnovers, and I'm telling you, you almost can't do that at all. I know it's going to happen, but you cannot be sloppy ever. You can't let down. And so we're going to have to get that buzz we've had all year, that crazy energy. So hopefully we can get it picked up here and get some confidence.
Labette County has it. Coach Argerbright was upset when he called the timeout, so we'll see how his team responds. Bates with a backdoor pass intercepted. Argerbright tilts his head to the right and watches on. Sends in 3 players off the bench, and a charge is called. Barrett Heston takes one for the team on a drive from Stevenson.
That's a big, big deal. And when he started downhill, I was hoping someone would step. I could just tell he was going hard. So, those can be pivotal changes right there by Heston for a team.
Checking in for Labette County is going to be Colton Weil. Some of these players got haircuts and they look different. I mean, truly. Colton Weil, Kagan Bates, Briggs Knight, Carson Lamb, and Maddox Dewey are the 5 on the floor for Labette County. Weil forwards the pass to Knight. They break the press. Nobody stops Briggs, but he misses the floater by a touch. Rebound by Patterson.
Yeah, Briggs did a good job there. That was a good look.
Boy, Chanute, nobody holds onto the ball for more than 3 or 4 seconds. Duncan gives to Patterson, pull up from 6, missed it. Rebound fought for. Chanute has it though. Stevenson, left wing, drives with the length and is fouled. Oh, he called another charge. Oh my goodness. As Maddox Dewey's going to be credited with taking the charge. I don't know if he meant to, but regardless, that's 2 team fouls on Chanute and 2 on Stevenson.
I'm telling you, that's the great equalizer against a big, strong, aggressive player like that. So, bam, bam, now he's sitting on the bench and a little frustrated.
6:45 second quarter, Labette County down by 10. A few bench players in the game here. Coach Argabright has been frustrated. Bates, right wing, back door, that's a good one. Knight, nothing there. Lamb, top of the key, extra. Bates punches left, goes right though, and scores off the glass. He has 7.
He does such a good job of partially spinning his body so you can't block those shots. He's in there with all the big giants and still gets that shot off.
19-11, Blue Comets. Labette County with a much-needed score there, and Weil pokes one out. It'll stay with Chanute.
Telling you, this group that's out there right now is really playing hard and aggressive and confident. So I've really felt an uptick right here.
6 minutes left until halftime. Labette County only down 8, and they force a turnover.
Just one possession at a time is how you creep back into these deficits like this.
Comets 19, Grizzlies 11. Labette County with possession. Kagan Bates breaks the timeline. Bates barks out the call. Coach Argabright sends in a couple starters to the scores table. Dewey catches it in traffic, loses it, picked up. Blue Comets have it. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Briggs Knight is the lone defender. Blue Comets get a man to bite, and they score it on the back of the newly checked in Landon Bilby, good football player for the Blue Comets as well.
Yeah, and something I haven't mentioned is Chanute plays really good defense. They're everywhere, so that was created by their good defense.
Bates looking for somebody to throw it to. Weil, top of the key. Bates looks to drive with his right hand and does. Cradles the ball, shoots a fader, and scores.
That takes so much strength to spin against your body as a right-hander and get that shot off. Fade away. Gosh. Wow.
5 minutes till half. Kagan Bates truly keeping Labette County in this game.
Yeah.
He's got 9 of our 13, and we're down 8. Patterson from the elbow. Not easy, but he makes it look that way and gets it to a 10-point lead again.
Yeah. Credit Patterson, as a nice shot.
23-13 Chanute. Bates high off the glass. No. Goes off the leg of a Blue Comet right to another Blue Comet. Right to left they rip. Floater blocked by Lamb. Picked up by Bilby. He'll try to go up. Lamb doesn't let him. Ball's on the deck. Stolen. Briggs Knight. Labette County with numbers. He'll pick it up. Shoot. And a
he called a charge. Okay. Oh, he said he was pushing with that left hand.
Coulda, shoulda been an and one if it was a block, but they say Briggs extended with his left hand.
Okay.
So offensive foul, first on Briggs. First is a team on Labette County that is down by 10, 4:20 till half.
Okay. All right. Got to swallow that and move on. I wasn't looking for that, so when he called it, I thought it was a bad call, but that's probably exactly what happened.
4:10 until half, Chanute by 10. Heston back in the game along with Nash. Lamb, Weil, and Knight all stay on the floor. Duncan forwards to Harding, defended by Lamb. Right wing, they dump it down. Bilby working and scoring.
That was a nice move right there. So, and they've really rebounded us offensively. We're going to have to really work harder on that end.
Labette County moving left to right on the floor. Chanute right to left. 3:30 till half. Labette down 12 now. Knight with a floater, missed it. Labette County's shots compared to Chanute are very hard and 1 and out. Chanute, like you said, getting those offensive boards. Here's Bilby under the cup and fouled on the floor. And he'll shoot. No, he shouldn't shoot anything. Oh, what?
He counted
He
it?
changed his call. Now he's saying and 1.
Okay.
Well, 1, he wasn't going up, so that's a bad call. And 2, his initial call wasn't an and 1. Now he's having a summit conference with his buddies.
Got a little bit of a interesting
I mean, regardless, Labette County's been outworked on the glass and offensively have been 1 and out on just about every possession. They're having a discussion, and they're going to say the basket's good, so Bilby gets the bucket plus the foul. He has 6 quick points, looking to make it 7 from the line here as Chanute leads by 14.
That would have been hard to overturn. It's one thing to overturn if a ball went off this player or that player, but to tell a ref he missed anyway.
Keep the integrity of the call.
Yeah.
Free throw no good from Bilby. Rebound Nash. Labette County needs a good 3 minutes here or else they'll be in some deep water.
Yeah.
And they turn it over right in front of the water jugs of Chanute's bench. Harding will walk it across the timeline.
Yeah, we've got, you're right, we have a lot of work to do here.
As the floater is good for Harding, yeah, it really is looking quite simple for Chanute on this end of the floor, that being the offensive end.
They're just kind of having their will with us, being really strong inside, and we have no answer for it.
Good back door, and Nolan Nash is able to score at the rack. Briggs Knight found him backdooring from the short corner.
Yeah, that was pretty. We need more of those for sure, but we have to defend.
2:30, second quarter. Labette County 15, Chanute 29. Harding right wing. Now at the top holding it, Stanley. Sheds off, finds Olson. He'll drive and kick as well, and a travel is the call here on Lawrence Cheney.
You know, if they just keep having their way inside and rebounding and rebounding, we might go to a zone and just try to, of course they shoot well too, so if we go to a zone, we're gonna have to match up instantly out on the perimeter.
2:15, second quarter. Bates is going to drive and find Nash. He'll drive and jump stop. Heston, quick trigger tray, misses and tumbles out of bounds to Coach Crabtree. And I agree with Argabright. Barrett fades one way or the other when he shoots it. Doesn't necessarily square up all the way.
Yeah, that's kind of what coaches looked like he was trying to talk to him about there.
29-15. Labette County has gotten a couple stops, but has been scoreless on a lot of tries tonight. Harding given room, misses the bunny,
over the back,
and a foul going the other way. I think that's back-to-back fouls on Cheney, unless that one is on Olson. That is on, well, that's on Cheney, his first. The last one must have went on Olson. But Labette County's down 14, needs to play a crisp minute 45 going into the locker room. Kagan Bates looks to drive, loses it, hands it to Briggs Knight in the corner. Given room, pulls up from the elbow and misses, and the tipped board goes to Harding.
Yeah, we need to, just for our positive mental thinking here, we need to get a stop and a basket.
Knight comes out to contest the ball handler. A quick three in the corner rattles out, and the rebound goes to Barrett Heston for Labette County.
Okay, there's half the equation.
Minute 10 until half. Bates, skip pass. Nash drives, pulls up off the glass and gets it to go. A tough shot for Nolan Nash.
Sure. All right, now rinse and repeat. We need another stop and another basket. Let's get this to 10 at half.
A 12-point Chanute lead now. 50 seconds until halftime. Near half court, Cheney has it. Nash gambles and fouls Harding. In retrospect, might have been a half-decent foul. Harding had a lane to the basket if they didn't call it.
Yeah, I'm about to say if we have enough fouls to give, if they rebound the ball in the second half under the bat, just foul them. Make them make the shots.
45 seconds until half. 29-17, Chanute in front. Labette County playing defense. Kagan Bates bearing down on Harding. Rush comes out to defend and then leaves him. Harding drills it. That's what Tucker's supposed to do, just not that early.
Yeah.
You got to wait until the guy gets back or just take him. A 15-point Chanute lead, that hurt, especially if you don't score here. Bates, left wing, works, head fakes, but doesn't have a dribble, throws it in traffic. Lamb's there. Heston in the corner for three. Strong air ball. Bates underneath, finds Lamb for three. Down and out, rebound Chanute with 6 seconds left. And it goes out off of Chanute's leg. Good call. So Labette County will have 5 seconds, down 15, approaching halftime.
Maybe we can get fouled on a three-pointer and make a 4-point play. That's what I'm predicting.
5 seconds until half. Lamb to inbound, throws it in. Heston in the corner, squares up, hits it! It at least counters the Harding three at worst.
That was 3 strikes.
Rather than being 15, it's only 12. I know it still tastes bad, but not as. Not at all. So Heston with a big three, and hopefully they can take an ounce of momentum in the vial and take a sip of it in the locker room. Chanute 32, Labette County 20. We'll step aside for 4 minutes and come back with the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Eye Care Associates, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray halftime show. And we've got about 5 minutes until second half begins here. Blue Comets lead 32-20 over Labette County, that really got outworked on the glass badly. And I would even say in other areas of the game as well. And you don't say that a lot about a Coach Argerbright coach team. And you're not saying it's anybody's fault. It just has been the case tonight. And hopefully it's not this second half.
Yeah, right. We played good in spurts, but gosh, really right now Chanute has looked good on all aspects. Their defense has been tight. They shoot the ball well. They pound the board. So, this has been a really good contest for us. They have a nice team.
Yeah, they're good.
So, it goes without saying, but I'll say it. We're going to have to play just a super good second half to win this ball game, and we can. But we can't make mistakes. We have to screen out and pound the boards, and if we're gonna win it, it's gonna be on the defensive end. We're gonna have to slow them down, and then we'll find our points.
Yeah, I know Labette County. I didn't see a lot of inside-out game. It was mainly just outside.
Yeah.
Some tough jumpers, some quick threes, some dribble, floater. Which was good enough to get us a 12-point deficit and might be good enough to get it back in the game. But Tucker Rush is sitting down there drooling.
Right.
So maybe pop it into him, see if he can get 4 quick hook shots, and then if not, kick it right back out. That's when you take that 3. And we saw Coach Argerbright call a couple of those timeouts after poor quick possessions. So I don't know if he's thinking the same things I am, but as far as some of those poor elections offensively, I bet he is.
Right.
So anyways, there's kind of a combination of a few things. A lot credit Chanute, some discredit to us, but we'll look to try to get back in this game quickly. But hey, Kagan Bates had 9 of our 20 points in that first half and has really kept us in this sucker.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll be curious to see if Coach Argerbright, he's always really good at making adjustments. I wonder if he'll do something wildly different defensively. Of course, everybody likes to play man-to-man. I just don't – we'll see. We might go to a zone and make them beat us by making three-pointers all night. I'm just anxious to kind of see if he does anything differently on the defensive end here.
Chanute's just really played a nip-and-tuck game, so Labette County, well-coached, going to make adjustments and hopefully get back in this thing pretty promptly. Leading scorers for Labette County, Kagan Bates had 9, Nolan Nash had 6, and Barrett Heston had 5. He hit a three-pointer in the corner to cut it from 15 to 12 with about 2 seconds left in the half. And mind you, this team is without Dylan Johnson, technically their starting center. Might be out for a couple more weeks or whatnot with a fracture of some sorts. Chanute had 6 different scores, played quick, didn't dribble a lot, and took good shots and crashed the boards. In summarization, the Blue Comets, Olson had 8, Duncan had 3, Harding had 7, Stevenson and Bilby each had 6, and Patterson had 2. At the end of the first quarter, it was Blue Comets 17, Labette County 9. And in the second quarter, Labette County was outscored 15-11, giving us our halftime score, Labette County 20, Chanute 32. This has been the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. 30 seconds, and we'll be back with the second half on KLKC. Chanute will start off with the basketball here, and already some action from Labette County, but darn it, getting beat behind. Stevenson scores it. There was good defense going on near half court, but Stevenson was wide open under the rim.
Yeah, we certainly didn't want to start that way, so next play. Let's see how we can do down on this end.
Pick and roll, Tucker Rush right at the cup, scores it. There we go.
Yep, as you mentioned, maybe try to get the ball inside as much as we can.
Labette County pressing here. Chanute with numbers. Harding under the basket. Isn't there. As Dad says that because we're having a hard time seeing through the safety rail here on the catwalk at Chanute High School. 34-22, a 12-point advantage for Chanute. Harding with the ball, spins, good move. Floater, good.
Yeah, I don't know how you defend that.
That was a good
that
move.
Was really well played, yep.
6:50 left, third quarter. Chanute by 14. Nash right in front of Coach Argerbright. Pick and roll. Heston to the cup. Hangs and hits.
Very nice. Man, Barrett got up.
Labette County pressing. Stevenson breaks it. Tipped pass. Stevenson gets it back, though. 4-on-2 for Chanute. And carry is called. Man, you don't see that kept alive much in the officiating rule.
You know what caused that right there? Did you see him start to drive? That's the young man that got 2 charges back-to-back and got put on the bench. He started to go hard downhill and pulled up, and then it threw his timing off. I'm confident that's what he was going through his mind.
I bet you're exactly right. He did have 2 charges. Bates for 3 left wing. Missed it. Rebound fought for. There's Heston. Out of bounds off of Chanute Stanley. It'll stay with Labette County. Effort pays off.
Yeah, I like the feel right now. I know we're still down 12, but I'm real impressed with how we've come out. We're playing harder.
Bates throws it into Nash. Back to Bates in the corner, defended by Stevenson. Works on Elliott. Drives. Nothing. Bounce pass finds Knight near the volleyball stripe, closer to half court. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Heston well beyond the arc. Given room. Launches a 3.
Yes.
Bottoms.
Yes, and then Coach Argerbright gets timeout to kind of seal this up and talk about what's next. So Labette County, gosh, what are we down? 9. Nice.
Labette County cuts it to 9 with plenty of time. Back in 30 seconds on KLKC.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Labette County off of a Barrett Heston 3 has cut it to 9 with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Stevenson out in transition to the cup, misses it, rebound fought for, tipped about, Nash has it. Right to left goes Nolan, bounce pass to Briggs off his leg, it'll be Chanute ball. Good call by the ref, I didn't think he saw it.
Kind of went double bang bang, yeah.
Chanute to inbound. Labette County still pressing. Chanute can't break it. Bates with an interception. He'll find Knight working right to left. Nash drives, adjusts, keeps his dribble. Bates, good pass. Knight drives from the top of the key, defended by Stevenson. Nolan looks to do the same. Jump stop, handoff, and a travel is called on Nolan. Turnover, Labette County.
Yeah, man, those things happen. I have to remember Chanute's playing good defense, and that's causing a lot of this. So we're right there. We're just about to get this ball game back in hand.
36-27, Blue Comets. 5 minutes, third quarter. Working with the basketball beyond the arc is Duncan. Sheds it off to Harding. Blue Comets have gone cold offensively. Backdoor with position. Missing, but he's fouled, is Olsen, and he will shoot a pair.
Kind of a late whistle. I was hoping we got away with the block there. But as I said earlier, hopefully he'll miss one of these or both of these, and that foul paid off.
Olsen does miss the first free throw, keeping it a 9-point Chanute lead. Carson Lamb checks in for Tucker Rush. Labette County going smaller in their lineup. It's Briggs Knight, Kagan Bates, Nolan Nash, Barrett Heston, and Carson Lamb. Second free throw good for Olson.
Kagan brings the ball up, dishes it off to Briggs Knight here.
Knight pulls up with a little floater that rattles home, and it's an 8-point lead for Chanute. Briggs Knight, first bucket of the game. Chanute gets across half court. Lamb intercepts a pass, tries to keep it. Does he? On the floor, finds Nash. Labette County to make it 6, and it's off of. Oh, that's Labette County ball. That's Labette County's stinking ball. That went right off of Olson's right hand.
Okay. Buckle down here. We have to let that go.
37-29 the score, 4:20 third quarter. Labette County didn't get a call there, and ball doesn't lie. Lamb picks a pocket again, or should I say intercepts a pass. Nash spins into traffic and is fouled by Duncan on the spin. And that is just the first foul on Chanute this quarter. Labette County just with one as well. As far as fouls, I think it's been officiated greatly.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they're letting them play.
Ball goes into Briggs, who gets an edge on Harding, finds a gap, drives, pivots and gives. Heston at the top, going under the screen is his defender. Tough pass inside. That's got a low completion percentage, and it's intercepted by Chanute. Stevenson able to slow down here. 3:50, third quarter. Labette County 29, Chanute 37. Dump down. They go inside. Stanley, turn and give. Olson head fakes, shoots a step back three. Good.
Yeah, that's a kind of a bit of a dagger to our comeback there, but we've improved 1 point. Down 11 since we were down 12 at half, but we're playing better. Yeah. If we can just maintain, all we can ask for is if we keep playing like we're playing. That's all we can do.
Timeout Chanute right after the Olson three. Chanute 40, Grizzlies 29. Back in 30 seconds, this is Grizzly basketball. Labette County will have the basketball here. Comets 40, Grizzlies 29. Labette County has to walk all the way right to left with the basketball. Kagan Bates breaks the timeline here. Good atmosphere in Chanute on a cold Tuesday night in January. 3:30 in the third. Lamb looks to drive, has his pocket picked, but finds Nash. Left wing three, down and out. Nobody there to board.
That was a good open look. Holding my breath, that'd go in.
Olson well beyond the arc, finds Duncan. Pass tipped but falls into the palms of Stevenson. Uncontested layup, good.
Yeah, that was a nice strong move inside. Increases the lead back to 13, so here we go. We're going to have to make a good possession here, get a good shot.
Heston, tough fading jumper is perfect. He loves those. Yeah. The harder the shot, the more he likes it.
Yeah, that's another one of those. You have to be so strong when you're at the top of your jump to make that go in.
A lob play for Chanute. They almost dunked it.
Yeah.
I think they were trying to get Stanley to hammer it down, and he's fouled going up on his putback attempt by Carson Lamb.
Yeah, that's a
and
good.
He'll shoot two.
That's a good foul right there. Because he was dang sure going to make that little bitty dump shot. So let's hope he misses at least one of these.
The big man, 6'3" for Chanute. His first free throw of two. is on its way and good. Chanute leads by 12 now, exactly what they led by at halftime, although it feels like Labette County is closer to making a run because we've already gotten a taste of it now. Camden Good checks in alongside Colton Weil for Labette County here. One more free throw here for the big man. His first points tonight come from the free throw line as he makes both.
Yep, he stepped up there and knocked them both down, so that foul wasn't as good as I hoped it was. But he would have definitely made that chip shot.
Comets 44, Grizzlies 31, 2:30 third quarter. Nash with it, finds Camden Good, his first seconds of the game tonight. Kagan Bates leading the scoring with Barrett Heston for us tonight. Heston in the corner, looks to drive and try to shot create. Can't find anything. Bates, good bounce pass, good.
Wow.
Reverse layup is good.
Yeah, gosh, that was nice. That was a great pass and a great shot, too. Wow.
Camden Good, a great cornerback on the football team with a nice reverse layup there. And Stevenson with a layup at the other end. He has 12 points tonight.
Yeah, he's a good ball player. He's hurt us.
Chanute by 13, a minute 50, third quarter. Heston to drive. He'll turn, fire, and hit from the free throw line again.
Gosh, that's not an easy shot. We got caught being lazy.
As Bilby's going to score an easy layup at the other end of the floor. Wonder how long Labette County's going to press. Starting to look a little tired.
Yeah, and I didn't get a good view of the entire floor. I don't know if we were being lazy, if we just, I don't know. That was just, we can't have that. I know that.
Wild jump stops, has to find somebody, throws it inside, intercepted by Stevenson. Left to right goes Elliott. Chanute by 13. Harding at the top of the key. If they bang one here, really hurting. However, there's a foul, not an interception on Kagan Bates. I thought he had a good steal, but he gets called for a foul, just the fourth.
Yeah, that was.
Let's see here. Looks like just the third team foul for Labette County this quarter, and the second on Kagan Bates.
That was close. That would have been a breakaway layup, most likely for Kagan. I hate to see that foul called. But yeah, earlier, Chanute's defense is just still causing us to, we're just not getting any good inside looks very often.
Ball goes into Bilby,
Like
and he'll keep it high and score it high off the glass.
Yeah, that's just the same old story. Inside look and just a pretty easy shot for him.
Chanute by 15. Heston with another fader that misses. A good box out here for Chanute. Cheney back in the basketball game here. Stevenson dribble handoff. Bilby well beyond the arc. 35 seconds left in the third. Bilby to drive. Bilby to shoot. And an and one is the call. I'm not saying I disagree, but.
Yeah, it seems, well. Coach Argenbright wants to talk about it.
He's actually getting a really in-depth explanation.
Yeah, normally they just kind of nod their head and say it was a charge, sorry coach, or whatever, and jog away.
It looks like they're both practicing to go on Dancing with the Stars. Him and the ref were down there moving around, you know, imitating charges, and
yeah,
that was kind of funny.
Yeah, he's still. Okay, well, hey, I guess if you ask, you get the full explanation.
Yeah. 52 to 35. Right. He missed the and one free throw, and it went out of bounds off of Chanute. Bilby has silently crushed Labette County with a dozen points of his own. Labette County down 17. 15 seconds, third quarter. Another turnover. Duncan, long hurl. Stevenson in transition, gets the lay-in to go.
Yeah. Not much to say there. We're just throwing the ball away, and then they're getting breakaway points and layups.
Bates at the buzzer, and a blocking foul's called, and he'll shoot two free throws. You know you're maybe not having a great game when your broadcaster fights for a technical due to the team sitting on the bench during free throws.
I was going to say.
I'm over here whipping out Congress laws.
If you want to go ask that one ref to explain it to you, I'm sure he will.
Oh, that's funny. Chanute 54, Labette County 37. Kagan makes both free throws. He's played well tonight. We'll be back in 1 minute on KLKC.
My name is Bria and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
To 37 with 8 minutes put on the scoreboard here in Chanute High School. It was going to start defensively for Labette County to get back in it, and they gave up 22 third quarter points to a good Chanute team. Here's a pass thrown and intercepted. Bates was looking for a backdoor, but it was picked by Cheney. His floater on the up. Second for Briggs, falls home.
Okay.
54-39, Labette County down 15. Labette County pressing hard, playing good defense. Stevenson feels urgency, throws it across to Duncan, finds Bilby wide open and scores it.
Yeah, we just sold out so much where the ball was, trying to pressure it, and that's probably the thing to do. We just left ourselves vulnerable under the basket there.
Nash's touch floater is missed, and Tucker's putback is off by an inch, but Bates picks Bilby's pocket and misses his own layup. Let's see what Tucker does here. He'll try to clear, and he's fouled on the floor.
Yeah, some good competitive hustle there by Nash and Tucker Rush. So, like seeing that.
That's the second on Duncan. 56-39, Chanute in front. Ball goes into Nolan. Corner three is airballed. Tough angle. He was behind the backboard. He was so deep in the corner. Here's Bilby, a nice look from Stevenson. Bilby's up to 16 points.
Yeah, that was just a freebie there. We just didn't get back. There's another turnover.
Patterson the other way. Stops, throws, and a charge is called after he threw it. Nolan Nash hung in there and took the charge on Patterson.
Yeah, and it was as he was kind of coming down. I wondered if they would call that, but Nolan did the right thing. Player comes in a little out of control. You stand your ground and take the charge.
A couple subs for Labette County. The 5 on the floor wearing red for Labette. Barrett Heston, Maddox Dewey, Carson Lamb, Nolan Nash, and Kagan Bates. 6:40 left in the game. Chanute 58, Labette County 39. Nobody in foul trouble. Fouls really haven't been a deal in either this game or the women's game earlier.
Yeah, and I like that. I like these crews that let them play. The game's never out of hand. They're just not calling a bunch of ticky-tack fouls, which is good.
Well-defended floater from Duncan, or rather Nash shot it, but Duncan kind of blocked it, and Chanute has it the other way. In the corner, three-point shot is up and missed by Patterson. And what do we have, a foul going the other way, or did it just go out of bounds?
I thought he called the foul.
Yeah, he did. He did on Bilby. Labette County finds themselves down 19 with just 6 minutes to play after cutting it to 9, but no closer mid-third quarter. Maddox Dewey wants to fire, but he'll pull it down and work on Bilby. Hand off to Bates. He'll stutter on Duncan, drive, shoot a fader that falls home. Labette County has scored loads of those tough shots.
Yes, again, another one of those difficult shots. It just takes so much to get there. And a turnover. So by Chanute. So Labette County ball. That's nice.
So Labette County will have the ball here down 58-41 with 5:39 left in the game. Bates throws it into Nash, who quickly feels urgency, and it was thrown away. I thought it was maybe tipped by Bilby, but Nash kind of underestimated where Dewey was in the corner and threw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Duncan double team trapped, throws out of it to Harding, throws with his head up. It's tipped by Lamb, stolen by Bates, and then goes out of bounds. But Labette County is working hard, not for a lack of effort.
No, this team, they won't quit. They're frustrated right now, but they will not quit. And, but yeah, we just can't have any more turnovers that are just unforced errors. Those are killing us.
Labette County gets a steal, and then it goes out of bounds again. Barrett Heston almost created one there. And we have a timeout. Chanute, I believe, a full timeout. One last time. We'll finish our sponsors tonight. Again, thank you to all of our local businesses for allowing our broadcast to be possible. Wood Insurance Center, Vollmer Cement Finishing, USD 506, The Corner Store of Altamont, Olson Ace Hardware, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Tank Connection, Labette Health, Labette Community College, and Clemens Insurance Agency.
That's a good group of sponsors you read there.
Chicken Fried Chicken is the special at the Corner Store tomorrow. So go get fixed up by Cindy and all those gals and guys there at the Corner Store. Comes with like sides and a dessert usually.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, it's today was enchiladas. Our hallways were full of kids toting around white styrofoam to-go plates with enchiladas, and it was about 7 degrees. I said, why did you walk to lunch? And I said, oh yeah, look what, showing enchilada and all the sides, so it's worth the walk.
Yeah, I mean, there is 20 kids each lunch at the high school that walk to the Corner Store every single day.
Every bit of that good hustle there again by Kagan.
Chanute will have it in the half court here. They maintain after Kagan's effort. Chanute up 58-41, 5 minutes, fourth quarter. Harding to drive, good dish, and Stanley can't quite finish. Rebound, Nolan Nash.
Boy, we caught a break there, I feel like.
Dribbles with his head up, gets to the rim,
boy.
and a block is called. I think with some of those, it's just kind of what they're feeling in the moment.
Yes,
it's hard to judge sometimes if it's a block or a charge.
Yeah, because that could have been a foul. So, yeah, almost every one of those is 50-50, it seems like.
Nash looking for his first point since the second quarter, where he played really well. And he'll get it here with his first free throw. Labette County 5 for 5 from the line tonight. Did not shoot a free throw. Neither did Chanute in the first half.
Okay, wow.
Second free throw for Nolan goes down and then back out. Labette County down 16 with 5 minutes left. Cheney is the recipient of the long pass. He'll get downhill, whip it. Stanley finishes and the foul.
Boy, there's been a lot of those tonight, it seems like, down there. Those super high percentage shots when you're underneath the basket like that. So credit Chanute for penetrating and making some good passes and being in position, I guess. Because we've got a nice team. They're just getting a lot of good down low looks.
And one free throw good for Stanley. He's got 5 points this evening. A lot of Blue Comets have done a lot of damage to our squad. Chanute by a 19-point margin now with 4:30 left in the competition. Nash to drive, Lamb to shoot, Lamb to score. Carson Lamb bangs home the right wing three.
Yeah, good for him. That was a good shot. He's a good shooter.
Yeah. 61-45, Chanute racing the other way and losing it out of bounds. Turnover, Blue Comets.
Yeah, so that's the kind of stuff we've dealt with all night. So that was one of the few times Chanute's had an unforced error like that. So whatever now, 16 with 4, we'll see. fighting here and get a few possessions go our way, we'll be in good shape.
16 can go to 10 in 2 possessions.
Yeah.
Here's Heston, left wing. How about to start it? Oh, he missed it. Barely. Rebound fought for, and Duncan has it. And here's Stevenson, left to right. Gets across 3 red jerseys, rather. And then has his pass stolen by Bates. Kagan, right to left up ahead. Doesn't have numbers, but he'll take it anyways. He'll shoot and miss.
Oh, what a move that was.
Yeah.
That should have been a foul, I think, on Chanute down there. So
He faked like he was going to just pull it back, and then right when he did that, turned on the Jets and got by a good shooter, too.
Yeah. Just a real heady player. He's alert. He's where he needs to be.
Maddox, first free throw, a little bit strong. He'll get one more. 61-45, Chanute in front, 3:14 until the end of the game. Maddox second, strong as well, right in the same spot on the rim.
Yeah.
Stevenson with the basketball. He's probably their best player, really nice athlete, and has had a good 4 years here. I remember broadcasting his freshman and sophomore varsity games and thinking, boy, he's going to be a handful for a few years to come. And he sure has been. Lamb defends Duncan. Now Harding on the switch and a foul going up, and Chris will shoot 2 free throws here with 2:49 left in the game.
Well, the clock becomes an enemy for sure for us, so just stay fundamentally sound and play hard for the next 2 minutes. That's all you can do. Box out here, try to get a rebound, and go score.
First free throw for Harding is a pure switch. He has 10 points. The 4th Blue Comet in double figures tonight. The second for Harding is good as well. Barrett Heston has 14 points for Labette County. And Labette County is going to keep it as Stevenson stepped out on the steal attempt. And Kagan Bates has 13. So Bates and Heston have shot the ball quite well tonight for the Grizzlies. And some miscommunication on the inbounds here. And it's thrown away by Nash, and Labette County will have to play defense for another possession.
Yeah, I'm guessing we've had 20-some-odd turnovers. And Chanute's part of the reason for that, but we just can't live and die by that number.
Labette County has gotten a couple tips and steals in the press as they get another one right here. Heston head fakes, finds himself with an alley, pulls up and missed the teardrop off the glass. Duncan with the board. Labette County still fighting. Now Chanute with numbers as they break the press. This Labette County team will host Fort Scott on Friday, a team that Chanute clobbered 69-42. Labette County will have a home game, as I mentioned, on Friday, and then they're on the road for quite some time. So get to Altamont on Friday and watch the Grizzlies play. It'll be your only opportunity for a little while. Here's a jump ball on a rebound, and let's see who it goes to this time. It looks like it'll stay with the Blue Comets with under 2 minutes to play.
Yeah, after Friday, we've got at Pittsburgh, then Burlington tournament. So, yeah, you're right. We're on the road for 3 weeks straight, I think. Yeah, another dump two. They're up. Chanute's up 65-45, so a 20-point lead here.
Their largest of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Chris Harding on that bucket. Briggs Knight finds Nolan Nash. Free throw line floater is no good, but he's fouled. As he shot that with one hand, truly, and he finds himself with 2 free throws here with 96 seconds left in the game. First free throw is no good. Chanute student section chanting, "We want Easton." And Coach Crabtree evidently sends in Easton.
Yeah, he's one of the 4 going in.
As we'll get those Blue Comets here, it is 4 of them. As Nash misses the first free throw, he'll have one more. Colin Keating checks in for Chanute along with Kobe Patterson. We've seen him tonight. Kaysen Otis checks in as well. Lawrence Cheney's in the game along with evidently the guy, Easton Colborn. And Nash makes the second. 65-46. Labette County has really just gotten a spoonful of defeat tonight for just about all 32 minutes.
Yeah.
Long pass up ahead, and the bucket is converted for Kaysen Otis. His first bucket and his first seconds of the game.
Yeah, that's a snapshot of what's happened all night, really. We've been outplayed.
And a carry is the call on Labette County that turns it over for one more time tonight. 67-46 the score, minute 17 left. Burlington Invitational is approaching as well, as that will start here in just a couple weeks. They'll play 3 games there at Burlington in 1 week. Labette County has won that tournament once under Coach Argabright, looking to do so again this season. As 5 new Grizzlies set to check in at the next whistle for Coach Argabright. Couple late substitutions for both of these coaches, getting in some players that don't see the varsity floor a whole lot. Here's Nash the other way, and he'll sky high and lay it in. And Coach Argabright's looking to substitute here. Quick whistle to get those players in. It's going to be Jet Stig, Camden Good, Hayden Weatherall, Jay Alloway, and Braxton George.
Yeah, it's just been one of those nights. Chanute's a good ball team, and I felt like they were in our heads a little bit maybe, and we just played a little sloppy because of that. So next time we play them, we can hang with this team. We can beat this team.
Yeah, absolutely. Chanute up by 19 in this one, however, with just 30 seconds left in the game. Multiple bench players in the game for both coaches, but very capable athletes for both units. And a floater falls for Easton Colborn, his first points. So let's see if Labette County can get somebody on the board here with just 5 seconds left. Let's see if they shoot it or not. Camden Good is going to be the one to seemingly dribble out the clock in classy fashion. And Labette County falls on the road 69-48 against Chanute. It was just about Blue Comets for every minute of this one, but Labette County will have to turn around and play at home against Fort Scott on Friday, a good team as well. Let's step aside for 3 minutes and come back with the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show of Labette County Grizzly basketball. Our Grizzly men take one on the chin tonight. 69-48 is the final score. The Blue Comets just kind of laid it on about the whole game. We'll go ahead and dive into the statistics for Chanute. They had 4 different scores in double figures. Bilby had 16. He actually ended up leading the way in scoring. He was the player that caught all those long passes over the head of our press. Stevenson had 14, Harding had 13, and Olson had 12. So those were the main scores for Chanute. For Labette County, Heston had 14, Bates had 13, and Nash had 10. Other scores for the Grizzlies, Knight had 4, Lamb had 3, and Rush and Good each had 2. Labette County was outscored in every quarter tonight. Again, your final score, Labette County 48, Chanute 69. Well, you got to turn around and look Fort Scott in the eye and try to beat them.
Yeah, that's, we lost to a good ball team tonight, and yes, it appeared that we played sloppy, and we did, but if you really look at it with the proper lens, Chanute took it to us tonight and played mistake-free, played intense.
Yeah.
Pressured us and created a lot of those things that made us look sloppy. It's because of the pressure they put on us. So, we seemed like we came out in the second half, though, and settled down a little bit and tried to make a push. I think we got it to 9, which, that's just
that's close.
A couple possessions.
And that was with, I think, like 5:45 left in the third.
And then when you start getting, don't want to say desperate, when you start getting, though, to that point in the game where you have to just really go for everything, you end up giving up a lot of over-the-head lay-ins because you're trying to press the ball so much. So, there'll be another day to play this team. But, we have to just kind of sleep on this tonight and then be ready to play Friday and get a win at home.
Yeah, without question. It looks like it'll be, I was trying to pull up, I didn't remember when the Burlington tournament was. I thought it was sooner than it is. It's the week after the Pittsburgh game on the 17th.
Correct.
So it's the week of the 20th that the Burlington tournament's on. I thought it was sooner, that's why I wanted people to know, but we still have a little bit of time before that infamous Burlington week. But Labette County will host Fort Scott, and then they're on the road for 5 straight games, not counting Burlington's week. So quite some time.
Yep.
But however, we'll try to take on those Tigers on Friday. But let's not forget our Lady Grizzlies got a very nice win tonight and are undefeated on the season and look to maintain that against potentially the best opponent they've played all year in Fort Scott, again at home on Friday. Girls at 6, boys to follow. We'll see if Coach Argerbright makes an appearance in the gym. We'll give him one more 2-minute break, and if not, we'll close things up here. But one more 2-minute break. Bowen Pharmacy post-game show on KLKC Parsons. Welcome in, Grizzly fans. Bowen Pharmacy post-game show. Coach's interview. We are joined by Coach Bradley Argabright of the Grizzlies that fall to 3-4 on the year after a 69-48 loss to Chanute here tonight before they take on Fort Scott at home on Friday. Coach, an opening statement from yourself.
Yeah, I thought we played hard tonight. We just couldn't get a couple things to roll our way, and, we've got to shore up our defense. 69 points is too many. That's our big focal point. I felt like we scored enough points again tonight, and we just couldn't get a stop when we needed to stop and go on a run. But I was proud of the effort, and we got to shore up some things on defense.
I know some of the refs were kind of letting them play, even in the girls' game in certain occasions, but no free throws for either team actually in the first half. But
wow, I didn't know that.
What was, at least not by my look.
Yeah, I don't think there was.
Well, actually, I think Chanute got an and
maybe
one.
Maybe one, yeah.
Yes. What was Chanute doing defensively, Coach, to create those, and maybe in your eyes they weren't settles offensively, but some of those tough jumpers and some of those harder looks?
Yeah, they were switching some ball screens and some different things that we were trying to do, and nothing that we haven't seen. I thought they were very aggressive on it, and the refs, said, they let them play. But we have to be more physical on our end on defense if they're going to let you play like that. I thought that's one thing that we've got to adapt to during the game. So offensively we found some good looks. There for a stretch there in the second we couldn't buy one, and that kind of let them get it away from us there in the first half. But I thought Briggs had a couple good looks right there and just couldn't get one to buy. But we had too many turnovers in that first half, and we just got to take care of the ball better, and then don't force. I feel like a couple times we did force a couple shots that were not good shots. So we've got to take care of that, and then take care of the ball when it's there. So I wasn't extremely unpleased with the offensive end, but I did feel like we forced some shots in that first half.
How did Christmas break treat you all? I asked Coach Vollmer. It's just kind of fun to hear how the break went for you all as a team and how that went.
Yeah, we had a great break, honestly. Had really good practices. I felt defensively we'd be ready to come in today, and we weren't. So we've got to go watch the film and figure out what we've got to fix. But it's just little things. It had nothing to do with effort. The guys were flying around, even on the press. We had a bunch of deflections in that second half that we just couldn't turn into points on the other end. So, we're close. We just got to keep working and keep grinding away.
Certainly, we'll get another crack at that team here later on in our place. So we'll try to go get them on February 14th and get back at them. But let's go get Fort Scott on Friday, Coach. I appreciate you coming up.
Yeah. I thought we had a great crowd again tonight. We, even on the road, we almost had more than them. So we always travel well. We'll be excited to be back in Harrison on Friday, and hopefully we play better on defense. So that's our big focus right now. That's going to win us games, and that's something that we always focus on, on our side. So hopefully we bring a better effort on defense, and we'll be ready to go on Friday. Go Grizzlies.
Thank you very much, Coach. Appreciate you coming up as always. Safe travels back, and yes, still a very, very young season. Don't let the post-Christmas break make you think the season's almost over. It's got 2 months more left, so a lot of time left for both these teams to grow and scratch that ceiling that they know they have. Grizzly ladies win, Grizzly men fall. We'll talk to you on Friday, 6 o'clock, about 5:45, Tank Connection pregame show for the girls. It's Labette County, and it's Fort Scott. Always a good one. Friday night is when that is. Thanks for tuning in, Grizzly fans. For Jack Leake and Lucas Hayward, I'm Jack Leake saying so long from Chanute, Kansas. Have a good night, everybody, and as always, God bless.